many women they can sleep with. They only value their status and their money, because even Tony Gaskins wants a beautiful wife with a low body count. Huh? But before him, he talks about how he was this player ass man and how he had multiple women and shit like that. But his wife, at the end of the day, still had to settle for a ran through man. I'm telling y'all. And yes, and a lot of men do get their bodies off of line to women. Now, you know, there's some situations like, listen, usually if you smash somebody on the first night, I feel like there's kind of understanding there, right? Like, I don't feel like, you know, that doesn't mean that we go together, especially if that's not the conversation. Like, if we had a very straightforward conversation and we say, hey, this is both what we want, I'm not talking about that, right? But yes, a lot of men do have to lie. And I don't, you know, y'all, we kind of talked about this earlier on the live too. Like, I don't know why men feel validated if you're lying to bitches to get pussy. Now, I understand the difference in the niggas that pay for pussy, right? Because, you know, at least they like making sure that the woman is taken care of. If I was a man, I'd pay for pussy. I'm not even gonna hold you. You understand? I would. I just would. Because why would I put you on your back and not give you anything out of it? Right? At least I want to make sure you had a good time. At least let me make sure, you know what I'm saying, you got a little bill money or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I was a man, I'd absolutely be a trick. I'm telling y'all right now, because as a woman, I just understand, like, shit, I'm really, you know, at the end of the day, man, I'm about to send you on your way, but before I do, why not just break you off a little something? I'm just saying, though, if I was a man, I'd be a big ass trick. Why not just break you off a little bread for your time, baby? Shit, I don't never want to be the nigga to break your heart. I don't never want to be the nigga to just send you on your way. You know what I'm saying? You feel bad about yourself and everything else. You over here regretting your life decisions. Nah, man, listen, if I was a man, I'ma legit make that shit worth your time. I'd be the trickiest trick of them all. I'm trying to tell you, because the real shit, that's how player I would be. Because listen, I don't be tricking on men, but, you know, I've learned that, like, you know, and we talked about that, right? But I've learned that, like, in certain situations, I've just had to take control to say, like, this is not going to work. This is what I want. And, you know, ladies, I would tell you that no matter how, like, do y'all notice that women always have to take the masculine role in the relationship? We always got to ask, is everything okay? What are your intentions? You know what I'm saying? We always got to pick up the fucking, like, we always got to be the niggas in a relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get a bitch to open up or some weird shit. It is weird how, like, sometimes I feel like the roles are, like, reversed for women. We're always the one that got to, like, either break up with a nigga, right? I got one nigga that blocked me. One in my whole life. Other than that, girl, niggas do not be unfollowing you. They don't unblock you. They don't do all that shit. They'll just leave you on their social media. Like, it's just weird to me. And that's why I don't block niggas, because I be feeling like it's too emotional. You understand what I'm saying? It's just too fucking emotional. Like, I don't give a fuck that much to go block you or do some shit like that, because they don't do it. But as a woman, when we're done, that's why, and they be like, well, the divorce rate is so high. Yeah, nigga, because as a woman, like, shit, I can't get, like, mentally, you are driving me crazy. You fucking me up. I can't sleep. My fucking emotions are dysregulated, right? The relationship not going nowhere. You're not trying to put in the effort. It's not working. So I got to make a decision, like, do I keep staying in this shit? And I've been in this shit for over 20 fucking years, and I've been asking you to change. I've been asking you to go to counseling. I've been asking you to be a different man. I've been asking you to do things with me. So yeah, so at some point, you know, women just get fed up and they just be like, fuck it. Like, bitch, this nigga just never gonna change. Either I stay or I leave. And so they make the decision to leave. But a lot of times, it's even in breakups, even if it's not in a marriage, right? I just find that, like, I'm always the one ending relationships, right? I'm always the one setting the precedent. I'm always the one telling niggas that, like, I'm not looking for anything. This is, or yes, this is what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. And if you don't do that as a woman, you're going to find yourself in some very peculiar situations, bitch. Like, closed mouth, fuck a nigga tricking. Like, girl, you got to be, listen, you have to be like an advocate for yourself anytime you date men. You cannot just let a man lead a relationship, bitch. He'll lead you to hell. He going to defile your body. Shit. That's where he going to lead you to, straight to hell, bitch. Shit. And don't get me started on the men of God, because, bitch, I talked to 2 different preacher boys, and them preacher boys is nasty too, y'all. I'm just going to tell y'all. I'm telling y'all. Hey, what's up? And I'm telling y'all, listen, this is why I had y'all. That's why I be telling women, like, you know what? I had to get in the field, y'all, because I needed to know what I was up against. And the only way I could do that, y'all, is by having phone conversations, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, y'all know we talked a little bit too, y'all, about online dating, y'all. It all correlates into this topic, y'all. But for me personally, y'all, I feel like, no, DMs are shut down. I don't want to meet anybody else from online. Like, I feel like it was fun, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all, but a lot of people be freaky, like, online. It just, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody thinking I'm like a camera girl or a turn up you and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it should be like once in a lifetime moments. Don't get this shit twisted. Why is it such a baseline that y'all don't want 304s. No, you only want 304s so that you can sleep with them, so that you can build your practice, so you can build your confidence. Right? But you'll get online to talk about 304s. You'll say how much you hate 304s, and 304s are ruining the community, and yada. But at the same time, if men are catching all these bodies, the 304s, then like, who the fuck would y'all be catching bodies with? Don't y'all say that y'all need bodies for experience, so that when you get your virgin wife, you have all this experience for her? Y'all ideology is so crazy. Y'all ideology is crazy as fuck. You're gonna fuck hella women. So then that way, when you go get a virgin, your experience, but you slut it out and you got all these bodies. And so instead of getting your match, something that aligns with you, you find that disgusting, because you find that disgusting within yourself, because a lot of y'all have admitted that y'all be dealing with lust. So that's why you end up hating 304. You don't hate 304s. You know damn well, right? A lot of you niggas done had your first experience because a bitch what? Because a bitch had to give you access, right? You wouldn't be able to tell them stories in the barbershop and everything else if bitches wasn't giving you access. So I don't know what you're complaining for, really. That's why I say you ought to trick on 304s for sure. You know? He said, I love 304s. Lace, it's not projection. Projection about what? Nobody's projection. Nobody's projecting. I wish I was a man. If I was a man, I'd probably be average height. But I'd probably be, even if I was average height, I'd work out. I'd get my money together. I'd have a wife. I'd have a family. My dick would be so bougie as a man. Because I know just because I'm 5'7", it'd probably be big because I'd be shorter. And my shit would be hella bougie. But that's not the way that it works for me. You guys are respected, almost honored for running through women. And then somehow you deserve a woman with a low body count, or you deserve a virgin when you're just as nasty. And I'm only a hostess. Like I said earlier, you the one with the dick, nigga. I'm only the hostess. I can only receive. You're the one giving it out. If I let you come into the hotel, nigga, I'm only housing you as a guest. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody told you come lay your head here. You could have said no, nigga. But men do not say no. Men do not turn down vagina. Men do not turn down vagina. Somebody give me $100 right now. I'll call somebody in my motherfucking phone and put them on speaker and see if a nigga want to say no. If I tell a nigga that I'm trying to link up. Y'all want to play? Y'all want to play? Shit, I'll put my cash up right now. Send me $100. I'll call somebody in my phone right now and tell them shit. Like, listen, I changed my mind. Like, I do, like, I wanna link up with you. Can I see you tonight? Can we FaceTime right now? He say I'm down. Shit, I'll put my cash up at y'all playing. I'll put my cash up at right now. That's the whole point. Winding it. He say call me. I'll tell you no. Whatever, nigga. You don't have to say yes to me, but listen, you niggas are not saying no. You niggas are never saying no. You niggas are never turning down pussy because you have no standards. Men are really the whores when you think about it at the end of the day. And then they get mad because don't forget, they said that we are only choosing the top 20% of men. Right? No matter if you're a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They said that all the women that rank on the scale from 1 to 10 only want men that are like 7 to 10s. Can you blame us? Because as a woman, even if you think I'm chopped, even if you think I'm ugly, I can go get surgery. You, on the other hand, as a man, if you don't have a body, if your shit don't line up with a water bottle, you understand what I'm saying? My boy, you just fuck. And I hope you find somebody that align with it. Because me personally, all of y'all think that y'all shit is oversized. Y'all all be wanting y'all shit ranked. Because y'all got problems. Y'all be insecure because y'all value y'all size, your body count, and your status. I'm telling you, they be talking that shit. And ladies, I told y'all too, see, and how would I know this, right? Because men are so nasty and so abrasive, right, that they try to test you at every angle, right? And so when you're meeting men, I know women have had this happen where they try to be very sexual early on in the conversation and you have to shut that shit down. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you mention this shit about your body, don't be offended if I ask you to send me a picture now next to a water bottle. Not no fucking remote, since you talking that shit. You know? Normalize humiliating them as well. Right? It's just weird, y'all. It's weird the shit that men will do. It's weird how they come in the comments. Right? Oh, you chopped, you ugly. I wouldn't be in no ugly bitch live. Me personally. You know, if I'm a fine nigga, why would I be in an ugly bitch live? Why would I be in a bitch live that I feel is ugly? If I'm a fine nigga, if I got it going on like that, my body look good, my muscles right, I got money, you think I'm gonna be in a bitch live that I don't find attractive? No, I'm gonna be on TikTok flirting with the women that I find attractive because I'm a handsome nigga. That's how I know y'all be chop shit. Y'all be hiding behind fake ass profiles. You niggas will never see me in real life. Ever. Ever. And y'all have access to women like you didn't have access before. And some of y'all be losing y'all everlasting mind, but y'all show us how weird y'all really are. Okay? Everybody knows that the super freaky nigga that's super freaked out, we all know that you a perv. We all know that you got touched, nigga. We know something wrong with you. Everybody knows that. It's not a flex. You niggas that be weird, like, it's not a flex that you like fucked up as an individual. You understand what I'm saying? But that's the internet for y'all. That is the internet for y'all. I'm telling y'all, the internet be a weird ass fucking place, bitch. But back to the conversation though. You said not gonna lie though, niggas will never stop cracking chop shit. Y'all will never stop. Y'all will never stop. Because y'all desire access. And nobody respects a man that be fucking like bitches that he's not attracted to. Or what y'all consider chop shit. But again, y'all only value your dick, body count, and status. That's to y'all, that's what makes y'all a man. Right? But then, whatever y'all consider chop shit, y'all don't want to fuck them, but y'all be needing them to get experience and then boost your motherfucking ego. Y'all don't have no standards. We know that. We know that. We know that, like, a lot of men just, like, overly freaked out. And then they judge the same women that they're sleeping with, talking about that they're the hoes, but you're the one that's going. Why you not saying no? If women are such hoes, why you not saying no? Right? If you that nigga, like, why your dick so passed around? You that easy that you be fucking chop shit? You that desperate that you be fucking chop shit? Again. And I'm there to tell you. it be the broke. And listen, that is one thing about the internet. It be niggas like, I have had men that come in here to cuss me out, but like in real life, I would never see these niggas in real life, right? And I understand that like that's their way of trying to like humble me or get their feelings out, because they gotta get that shit out. It be a weird fucking psychology. And then the niggas you gotta stay away from, right? Niggas that try to humble you and shit like that, like, you know, them the niggas that you gotta stay away from. Cause you think bitch, are you in competition? Is this a competition? I can't tell, cause now bitch, you throwing jabs. You know, you supposed to be the man. I'm just saying, cause if you feel like that, you know, and I kind of talked about that earlier, right? I had a gentleman on my line talking about, oh yeah, I've definitely talked to girls. I had girls that look better than you, and I didn't say nothing, y'all, because I was like, you know, why would I let that offend me, right? But I'm just thinking to myself, like, this will be the last time that we ever have a conversation, right? Because even if you felt like that, like, nigga, you pursued me. Why the fuck are you on my line? You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't like I approached you. It wasn't like I went up to you. That's very weird. That's weird ass behavior. I dealt with a nigga like that before, bitch. You gotta watch some niggas like that. It be, you know. But you also understand too, y'all, that like, you know, like it be within them. It really is within them. I had a mother like that, right? Like my mother was very critical, like all the time. But then I just realized that like that bitch herself just had like really low self-esteem. So she was always mean to me, right? Always trying to put me down, always trying to do that shit, right? And I realized too, y'all, that a lot of that shit just be coming from a place of jealousy. And don't ever think that as a woman that a man can't be jealous of you. And especially when like men got the upper hand. They're stronger than us. They're so-called more intelligent, right? They control the fucking laws. They control like all this shit. So I can't understand. You know, you would think that like men would be in a way better off position, right? Because they control all this shit. It get messy on here, y'all. I don't care. I do not care. I treat people how I feel about them. Absolutely. Like, no. And you know, y'all, ideally what women, and see, let me tell y'all where it's fucked up now. Because the game's so fucked up out here, right? Because on one hand, TT was out here having conversations with a few I can't co-host y'all. I can't be doing no battles and shit, y'all. TT was having, unless y'all want me to do battles, but I don't be trying to do battles, y'all. Unless I can mute them and then we can still talk. But just even talking to the younger men versus like the 30-year-old men versus the older men, 3 different mindsets, but then they're all kind of the same, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it to y'all. It's like, you know, I get right, y'all, like, listen, because they be like, no, y'all just choosing the wrong men. I'm like, I'm telling you, I know specifically the niggas that I go after that I just want to fuck, I got a certain type for that, right? These are not men that I am looking to marry. These are not men that have like great qualities and they're great men and all this other shit, because I know the job, I know the purpose, I want to get in, I want to get out, and they should be fired, right? Versus on the other hand, like men that I might be actually interested in dealing with like long term and stuff like that, y'all, I have to treat them a little bit different, right? I have to be a little bit more reserved, a little bit more poised, you know, a little bit more etiquette, you know, y'all. It's just too, you know, I feel like the men, you treat a hoe like a hoe, you treat a husband like a husband, right? I'm just saying, y'all. I can't treat you more than what you are. So I get when the men, you know, listen, nobody's telling you to go out here and wife hoes up if that's how you feel. We're not saying that. What I'm saying, though, I just find it funny how y'all really try to berate women online for giving y'all experiences. Because how else were you going to lose your virginity, sir? How else were you going to get experience? And y'all only want experience because in y'all head, y'all think that experience makes you a man. So that you can go get a woman with a low body count so that you can give her good dick. Because that's what you value. That's why they be wanting to... Y'all, this shit's so fucked up. I'm not losing the plot. I'm not losing the pop. Look, the men are mad. They're crashing out, y'all. They be glitching. They be glitching as soon as you figure a nigga out. Because you know what? Niggas are insecure about their dick. That's what it comes down to. That's what all this comes down to. That's what all the anger towards women comes down to, right? That's where, because women started having conversations that men did not want us to have, right? And so they get very frustrated about that. They get very upset and they get very angry. You a bot, you trash, you're a whore, you're ran through, you know? And I'm just like, even if that's the case, niggas, so what? What is it gonna stop? You niggas already admit that y'all be fucking anything. You think it's going to stop anything, even if you feel like that, nigga? Because at the end of the day, you can't fuck me. I don't want to fuck. Then why are you here, fuck nigga? If you don't like the message, get out. But y'all be here. Then that shit be boosting my motherfucking ego. Because I be feeling like I got you niggas by the balls. I love rage baiting you niggas. I love getting under you niggas' skin. As soon as I figure out y'all little plots and y'all little plays and shit, I love getting on here and then coming back and reporting that shit. Girl, let me tell you about these niggas so that y'all know what the fuck be going on. And listen, I didn't think that the men were having the same experiences as women, because, you know, a lot of men get online like they just don't have emotions or feelings and nothing has ever happened to them. Like, you know what I'm saying, y'all? But, you know, the young girls is taking them through there. I would say that. I would say that. You know? You know, y'all? Like, you know what I'm saying? And what's crazy, like, I'm going to be real with y'all. Sometimes, y'all, like, I just be feeling like I'm too nice to men. I'm like, I should really just drag a man through the dirt. But I'm not going to do that, y'all. I'm not going to do that because that would make me a low vibrational person, y'all. It would, right? But God damn it, I swear, sometimes till you die, I just be like, damn, it's just some niggas that just deserve to be just, they need to be taken through there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh! You're not a girl. Wait, who said that? You're not a girl's girl for real because men are going to take it out on other women. What? I don't care about what. Listen, nobody cares. Y'all are already taking it out on other women. Okay? Listen, social media has opened up women to seeing everything. And with so many married couples being transparent, like Khadijah and her husband, the one that plays on Tyler Perry, is it Sisters, I think, y'all? You know, but his wife let him have a side piece. I don't know if I could ever sacrifice my mind for a man like that. I don't know if that's what it takes to be married to a man, if that's what it takes to keep a marriage. And I have friends that are married. Their husbands have cheated. They've cheated. Like, that piece of paper didn't change anything between the people that I know that are married. Okay? Bitches was cheated. Niggas was cheated. Everybody was fucking cheating. And there's really no value into being a wife to a man because y'all don't value marriage. Y'all don't care about marriage anymore. You don't sanctify it. You don't find it holy. You don't want to respect a marriage. You just want a woman to be submissive to you, shut the fuck up, cook, clean, have your fucking children, and never question you and just let you do what the fuck you want to do. You want to be able to just fuck multiple women when you want to because you feel like you're a man and you pay all the bills. So, and at the end of the day, like, what value is it if you're just going to share your dick with other women? Why would I want to share that? What value in that? Like, how is that valuable to a woman? And I'm not trying to change men. I've just accepted that, like, at some point, if I get in a relationship, you know, the nigga just gonna cheat. Oh, you coming into it with an end mindset? No, I'm not. I'm telling y'all, niggas is niggas. Men is men. When I say niggas, I mean black, white, Asian, yellow. They all, bitch. And it's just, as women, I just feel like, you know, it's fucked up because then they get mad at us for saying that, like, we want the top percentage of men. But Why would you choose anything else if the result is going to be the same amongst all the group of men? No matter if he's a 1 or if he's a 10, you're going to get the same fucking result, right? Because if that one has the opportunity to cheat on your ass, he will. Because he's going to feel like he's missed out so much because he watched all these other handsome men have all these other quote-unquote opportunities. Men give and women receive. Yeah, and that's what makes y'all the whores. Because you can say no. Okay? Only thing I can do, nigga, is open them. Right? But you can say no. You can turn down this box. You don't have to come to the hotel. You don't have to answer my text messages. You don't have to hit me up. You don't have to send your nudes. Right? Nobody told you to do shit. A lot of times y'all be soliciting this shit. Y'all be the solicitors of that shit. You like videos? You want to see a video? Y'all be the fucking solicitors. Right? Some women say no, some women say yes. It just depends. Right? But in my opinion, I'm not mad at y'all for being y'all, but stop coming online to trying to shame women for having experiences with y'all and then turning around and saying that, like, I can't be with a woman with a high body count when you yourself are a whole slut. You are slutted out. You are freaky. You deserve to be with a slut. That woman that got a low body count deserves a man that has a low body count as well. A man that respected his body enough too. It's not fair to her that she got to end up with a man that is ran through. He done had slut after slut, because when it comes to her, what are you going to teach her? You're going to teach her the experience of all the other women that you had before her? You're trying to mold her to be all these multiple women that you slept with because you like how this one did it, right? But this one felt better. But damn, I remember the time this one did a threesome with me, her and her homegirl. So you're trying to put all these spirits on a woman and change her to be something that she's not. No, that's y'all logic, though. For whoever said it doesn't make sense. No, that's the male logic. I'm going to go sleep with women. Then I'm going to berate those same women that I sleep with. I'm going to call them hoes, right? Even though I'm releasing my seed. I'm releasing my energy into a woman. But I'm going to call her a hoe for receiving it. Because I don't know why. Because why? I don't know. Because who the fuck else would I sleep with if it wasn't a woman? But anyway, fuck it. Women are all whores. And then I'm going to find me a woman that's a virgin, or she got a low body count, or I'm going to find me a young woman, and then I'm going to be an old man with value and money, and then I'll go get a young woman in my 40s after I've slept with probably like 100, 200, 300 women. That be the male logic. That is the that is the red pill, manosphere, red motherfucking logic, bitch. How does that make... Like, bitch, I can't even I can't even fathom it. That's why I told y'all, if I was a man, I would be the trickiest trick of them all. Baby girl, I'm never leaving you dry. I'm never leaving you dry. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to never be the nigga that break your heart. I'm going to always be the nigga that keep it playing with you, but I'm going to make sure you have a good time, and I'm going to put some motherfucking money in your pocket for your time. You understand what I'm saying? That's just if I was a man. I'm just saying, I would be the trickiest trick of them all. Because, like, why would I waste a woman's time? Why would I waste your time and not compensate you for it? That don't make me no motherfucking trick. That don't mean that I'm paying for pussy. You understand what I'm saying? Because, especially, like, if you're a beautiful woman, I want to give you a good experience, but I know that I probably don't want to be with you for real. So, yeah, you want that little bag? I'm going to get it. You want the little shopping spree? I'm gonna make it an experience for you, right? I just ain't gonna fuck you once and just here's some money. I'm gonna make sure you have a good time. You understand? So that you remember me. So that you know that, like, next time, you know what I'm saying, you get with a nigga, this is what you supposed to experience. Even if you and that nigga not on that level, right? But just make sure that shit, you know, I was a nigga that set the standard for you. So don't let these niggas come in behind me giving you Burger King and shit when I done gave you a whole fucking experience. That's the kind of nigga I be. I'm just telling you, they gonna call me a simp. They would call me a simp. Cause I would be like, listen, cause you know what? Cause women love when you put them on game. You understand what I'm saying? It's nothing more that turns a bitch on when you really lace a bitch up on some game. Like when you as a man really teach a woman something that she can use, even if you say that like, listen, like, hey, like I find you attractive, baby girl, but I just want to let you know that like as a man, right now, I'm not looking for anything serious. We can have a good time. I'd love to take you out, give you a great experience, but I can't, be your man at the end of the day, right? If that's okay with you, we can move forward. And if it's not, I totally respect it. I get that every woman is not on that type of time. I'd be so motherfucking smooth, bitch. I'd be so motherfucking smooth. I'd be too motherfucking smooth. Because not only am I allowing the woman to make her choice after I told you, right? Now, sometimes a woman feelings still get caught up and involved. I'm guilty. If that shit good and I like you, my feelings are going to get involved, sir. I'm sorry. I get stigmatized. It happens. Don't happen often, but it do happen, okay? But so, if I was a man, I would set that precedent for a woman so that she could make her choice. And then then we're going to have a good time, right? And after this, I'm going to text you, I really enjoyed you. I thank you again. We're going to probably have like a whole little weekend, a whole little rendezvous. But yeah, I'm trying to tell you, some men make midnight ballerina. Electric Rose, listen, I was a dancer when I met my son's father. So, all I can say is, listen, at the end of the day, okay, I'm going to give y'all the real game. Even a man came here and co-signed it. Coach Big Love agreed with me. There are some rules when you are dating men. I don't care what age you are. You cannot trauma bond with men. So when you first meet a man, you need to be very reserved. I know Shira Seven has said this too. But when you first meet a man, bitch, you do not need to tell him, yes, this happened to me and I just, what I'm saying? Like, I think sometimes when we've been single for so long, we find that connection, right? And we want to be honest with people. But there's a thing as being too motherfucking honest, right? Okay? Because on the reverse side of that, when if I meet a man and he's already telling me about the problems in his life up front, it is a red flag to me, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know you. What are you telling me this for, right? There's nothing I can do to help you. And it's kind of putting me in a judgmental state of mind, okay? So with that same logic, I would apply that back to men, right? Like, you don't need to let a man know. You don't, like, listen, as far as that nigga know, your last relationship was good, bitch. Okay? All right? Don't really talk about your ex too much, okay? You got to be careful, too, of men that, like, just talk about their exes because they're not over them. If a man is on a date with you or if a man is if he's on your line and that nigga talking about his ex, it didn't happen to me. I just be quiet. But in the back of my head, I know that I'm never going to have a conversation with this nigga again. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a whole new person and you're talking to me about somebody else and what y'all had to pass. Go figure it out with that bitch. Okay? I've learned, y'all, that I talk too motherfucking much. And on the reverse side of that, y'all, men that I really, really don't like, bitch, I will yap they ass off, right? To them, they just think they're like, oh, this bitch probably lonely. She probably ain't got nobody to talk to. I be telling them all kind of shit like, yeah, I'm really vain, I'm going to go get my body done. I plan on being on social media, I just be telling them the worst shit that I can tell them about me so that they'll stop liking me and eventually they'll just end up ghosting me or stop talking to me. It's just it's an easier way, y'all. Sometimes, because I've tried to have conversations with people, like, I've definitely, like, let people know, like, this is not working, But, I don't know. Exactly. You do that to niggas you don't. Exactly. But, just imagine what y'all do to women y'all don't like. Y'all don't marry the woman that you don't like. You can't get upset when the game is equal, nigga. Like, listen. It's not a nigga's game anymore. It's not men's game. Y'all shit has been exposed. The most that y'all can say about women is what? Being fat. A bitch can go get her body done. Okay? Women can put on weave, makeup. We can get our skin done. We can get chemical peels. We can get Botox. You understand what I'm saying? You can literally mold yourself to be the aesthetic of bitch that you want to be for whatever nigga that you trying to get. That's the world we live in 2026. It's not the same game for you niggas. Keep trying to take out that. Even at 40. Y'all be trying to shit on women. Don't nobody want you. But I keep telling you, like, you niggas don't think logically. There's a 50, 55, 60-year-old nigga right now, lonely. A bitch like me come into his life and make him happy, he's going to put me in his will. He's going to put me on his motherfucking life insurance policy. And I got a good 20 years to wait for a nigga to turn 80. You understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? Bitch, I got a good 20 years for a nigga to turn 80. Shit. And the way that y'all live, it may not even be that. It may be 65, 70. It might be 10 years. On the flip side of that, unlike an older man, right? Because then y'all talk about the cougars where the young niggas just want to fuck you. I'm never talking about YNs, right? I'm always talking about men between 28 and 37. But even if that was the case, so do the older men, right? So it can go either way. It's not the same game anymore. And then if I never get chose, if I never end up with anybody, I'm still going to get out here and make this motherfucking money. Money buys convenience. What are you going to do when you get old? Have enough money so that I can hire a motherfucking assistant? Like, come on now. Have enough money so I can live in a retirement center, like a senior place somewhere nice where I'm not getting pinched and beat on. The fuck? Everything is about money. Everything is about money. Everything is about money. Love is transact. Yes, I'm a Taurus. How would you know? He heard me bad, but he fumbled on it. Yo, girl, listen, like, you know, and I will take accountability, y'all, that where I fucked up with men is believing in the fantasy. I used to get lost in the delusion in the fantasy because the lies just felt so much better than like what my instinct and what my gut was telling me, because I wanted that connection, right? And you got to be careful about sometimes sacrificing yourself. I'm not lonely, right? But do I miss physical connection? Do I miss like mental connection? Maybe the company of a man? Yo, I won't lie. But do I want to be married to a man? No. We can be a partner. Very progressive. 2026. I got a 5-year plan, nigga. You want to get on board with it? You want to get on board, nigga? Because I'll be the leader in the relationship since you can. I got a 5-year run. Okay? You can come. You can be my man. We can be a little YouTube couple. We can make content, shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? We set up a 5-year plan, set up a business structure. We can split the money 50-50. 5 years, especially if you're 30, you'll be 35, I'll be 45. And baby, listen, we're not married, so you can walk away. You're not losing anything with me. Okay? Sound like a pretty good deal to me. I'm just saying. Sign here. Like a motherfucking contract. Shit is easy. You said this advice keeps women unprotected and lonely. What do you mean? Unprotected from what? That's what I want. I'm not telling women to go do what I do. I told women that you cannot be naive with men. You cannot trust a man. There is no reason any man is friendly to you. No man wants to be your friend. No man just wants to do something for you because you're pretty. Okay? Doesn't matter if you're a 4, a 1, a 10, whatever. No man just wants to do anything for a woman, especially in 2026, because I just think you're an amazing woman. Niggas do not think like that. Be so fucking for real. Your mother is a 304. You probably got your mother's last name. Oh, Gerald, you all say the same thing. You picked the wrong man. But are you a better option, Gerald? Because if you're still out here single and you look like you're about my age, I'm assuming that you're not the option either. I don't trust niggas that's over 40 and not married. Just like y'all say that women that are over 40 or over 30 and not married, something is wrong with us. Something's wrong with you niggas. Because it's more women than men. And you mean to tell me that out of all these motherfucking women that you ran through, not one of them was a wife? Maybe you niggas be picking the wrong bitches too. They can't stand that shit, y'all. I'm telling y'all that. And they all say the same shit. It's like, you know what? It's not you picked the wrong nigga. It's you bitches wouldn't pick me, and I would have been the wronger nigga. Because I just wanted the opportunity to be able to do the same shit that I see other men doing. Because all the good men, bitch, are already married. Come on now. At this age, that's why, bitch, I have to have a different structure. Do you understand that? I can't fall for this Disney-ass fairy tale that, oh, I'm 40 and I'm going to find the love of my life. It's just going to, bitch, no, it does not work like that. Okay? I experienced having, like, men taking care of me, but it's not what y'all think. It always comes with the drama. It always comes with some kind of control. Niggas get mad. They don't want to pay rent this month. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should listen. You know? And at the end of the day, women, you are never going to change. Men, you're not going to change how men, we're not going to change how men feel about us. They don't know me, but you have strangers on the internet that would assume that I'm a hoe. You have strangers on the internet that assume that, like, okay, shit, Jay on her shit, she a good person, what she's saying makes sense. It just varies. But when it comes to men, it doesn't matter. Okay? I could meet a man today, y'all. I could tell him, I could show him proof of my body count. Right? I could show him proof. If that man thinks that in the back of his head I'm some kind of hoe, and that's his perception of women, then that's just going to be his perception of me, and I'm not trying to change that. That's why I just stay away from them type of men. Because it's not about, again, men hate 304s. Oh, you're a hoe, you're a hoe, you're a hoe. But if bitches wasn't giving you access, who the fuck else would you niggas be fucking? Niggas? So you niggas want to be gay? Because that's what we've been saying, and then y'all get mad about that shit when we tell y'all, hey, we're willing to accept y'all for who you are. Come as you are. Come out that motherfucking closet, nigga. We've been saying we don't care anymore. Because how you going to hate hoes, but you need them for your experience? You need them to validate. A lot of you men need women to validate your egos. So when a woman says no, that's why you can't stand rejection. Because you've been promised. You know, that's the great American promise for men. You get some muscles. You get a good job. You get a wife with a banging body. She shuts up. She raises your fucking kids. From time to time, you have to screw different whores. You pay your fucking taxes. And you die. That's the American dream for a man. You know? And who made that system? I be trying to tell them. He said, move your head because I can't see. Nobody is saying that. Why are y'all mad at hoes? Y'all can't tell me, though, why you're mad at hoes. Why are you mad at hoes? Y'all don't have a reason to be mad at hoes. Because if it wasn't for hoes, who the fuck else were you going to fuck? Who the fuck else were you going to fuck if it wasn't for the hoes that y'all call hoes? Y'all don't even know what a hoe is. It doesn't matter. Y'all will say a girl is a hoe if she gives you some pussy on the first night. That's not good enough for your ego because really you hate yourself. So it's like, well, why would she give it to me on the first night? I'm not really that nigga, so it must be something wrong with her. But then if she makes you wait, on the other hand, right? Well, now she's manipulating me. Now she's making me wait. But in my imagination, there's some nigga that she gave it up to on the first night, but she didn't give it up to me. You're like, that's why I don't fucking listen to men, because they don't make any logical sense, bitch. Men do not be knowing what the fuck they want. That's why I stay the fuck away from emotional ass men. There's nothing wrong with like showing emotions like empathy, happiness, sadness, you know, concern, consideration. But you know, men think that all those things make them a self. It's sad, y'all. And if men, and instead of trying to control women, right? Because it's easier to control women than it is to control yourself. And men don't have any consequences for being hoes. I mean, they do. Like, maybe they get HPV or HIV, you know? But other than that, y'all, like, a nigga could come home from the feds. A man could come... Do you know, y'all, that there are men that come home from prison There are men in prison right now that women are marrying. Do you understand? Like, so there's no need for men to change. For what? They're rewarded. Their bad behavior is rewarded. They are saluted. You understand what I'm saying? Like, men are saluted for being degenerates. Let's not make that up. Right? A nigga could come home right now from prison. It's gonna be a bitch that held him down. Okay? A nigga could go be a man could be a woman beater. It's still a bitch that's gonna fuck with him, even though knowing that he be beating on bitches. It's a nigga somewhere out there that got 8 motherfucking kids, but it's a bitch somewhere that's still gonna lay up with that nigga, knowing that that nigga got 8 kids and she got none. I'm not saying that people should not be accepted for like their flaws. What I'm saying though is that, like, if that was a woman, if a woman had 8 kids, you think a man is going to want to take her? They hate single mothers. Bitch, one is pushing it to them. You understand what I'm saying? They hate single mothers. Somehow we are the reason that this whole world is fucked up. It's the single mother's fault. Okay? But not the nigga that made the single kids too. It's never his fault, because she should have just chose better. He's still somewhere being celebrated. He still get to go out with his homeboys. He still got partners that hit him up. So men don't have to change. They don't have to. They don't have to. They set the rules. This is their world. They set the rules. And their rules are, hey, what makes me a man is being able to run through women, right? Having money, and the size of my shit. And by those standards, I'm defined as a man. So then they get mad when we start choosing the niggas with the money and the biggest dick. Because that's what y'all said y'all are. That's what y'all said is valuable. And that's all you be offering. And if that's all you offering, shouldn't I try to choose the best options then? I don't know what part you missed out on, MOC. Right? Because don't forget, ladies, male logic. And I'm just telling y'all what I be like. Men want women to follow their lead and listen to them. So the more I listen to men, okay, male logic. No matter if I'm a 1 or a 10 on a nigga scale, it don't matter. In their head, right? There's an imaginary scale that Kevin Samuels made, ranking people from 1 to 10. Men say that women from 1 to 10 all want men from 7 to 10. As if motherfucking attraction don't matter. But since we all want the same men and we're all chasing the same men because that's the system that they set up. And men's value system is, I'm a man based on how many women I can sleep with, right? How big my shit is and how much money I have. Fuck being a good person. Fuck taking care of my kids. Fuck being a husband. Because niggas don't want to be married no more. They just want to fuck bitches, get money, and that's it. They don't want to read. They don't want to be monogamous. That's too much. And why? Why should they have to? I mean, fuck it. Shit, there's no consequence. There's no, like, niggas don't go to jail if they get caught cheating. A bitch will take a nigga back. I done been there. You understand what I'm saying? You know? Until you get tired, because as a woman, we're always in the masculine role in a relationship. Because I got to take on all the emotions. I got to have the tough conversations. I got to be the one to end shit. The only thing that a nigga can do is initiate sex in the relationship. That's what they good at. And even when they're married, they tell you that, well, when you my wife, I still want it all the time. Fuck how she feeling on her schedule, on her period, or what, but he got needs. They got to be met. It's a cold ass world. This is a man's world. This is their world. And a bitch just living in it at this point, bitch. I'm just in the motherfucking ocean. But, you know, and then you're berated. Right? And then if you buy your body, bitch, if you buy your aesthetic, now they're mad because now they feel like, oh, well, bitch, that's not fair. You had to buy your body. Well, you know, I invested so that I could have the best motherfucking option. Because if all I'm getting out of a man is dick, lies, non-monogamy, you want to fuck other women, you just want to do what you want to do because you're a man, and you've reiterated that to women that this is who y'all are and you're not going to change, and we know you're never going to change because this has been a long-standing system. Shouldn't I choose the best motherfucking option? Shouldn't I make the investment into myself so that I can have the best fucking options out here? Why the fuck would I not make the investment into myself if all you niggas care about is aesthetics? Huh? That's why they don't like the weave, the wigs, the lashes, and everything else, because to them, bitch, it's too much. It's unfair that you hoes get to do all this extra shit to dress yourself up, and I just gotta be my natural self with my 6 inches, and I gotta hope that a bitch like that shit. I gotta hope that this motherfucking stroke game right. Not only that, I gotta manipulate bitches to get what I want. And I don't know that men are master manipulators, right? But I think they're really, 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 really good at just letting a bitch string herself along and go the fucking plot. Cause, hey, I mean, I never told you that we were together. Never said that. You never asked. So, you know, kind of just, you know, even though they'll dick you down raw, they'll eat you out from the front to the back first night. You understand what I'm saying? But you the hoe. Remember though, you the hoe. But anyway, they'll do all that shit. Give it to you raw. Take you on dates. Make you feel special. Tell you how much they love you. But now you're the dumb bitch for falling for it. You should have known, bitch. You should have known that this was all lies. Like, and you know when. Look, they mad. They talking about stop spreading false. And what's false about it? It's not false. It's not false. It's true. Listen, I told y'all, like, I'm not mad at men for the game that they've been playing. It's just that the jig is fucking up. And when I had a conversation with a male dating coach that really put some shit in perspective for me, and it really just helped me understand, like, where the fuck I was falling short at. Because, again, I'm going to take accountability that a bitch like me, I love being loved. I love that shit. I love that shit. That should be making me feel so good. Because why wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? Especially when I was thinner and my body really was tea. Why wouldn't you be in love with me? Of course. Of course, nigga. So, you know, I'm not mad at men. I just understand that the game that men play, and I understand that, like, male logic is so fucking flawed. And once you understand male logic, it just makes it, and listen, ladies, I told y'all, the best thing that I've done when it comes to so-called dating, right, y'all, because I feel like there's levels to dating. I am at the very, very basic levels of dating, right? Which means that I'm only having conversations with people, okay? I'm not linking up with people. We're not going on actual dates. We're having conversations. I wanted to take it slow, y'all, because I needed to do a psyop. I needed to understand the male mindset before I got back into dating. Having conversations with no emotions with men on the phone makes it so easier to walk away. It makes it so easier. The more you talk to men, it's like getting practice, right? The more that I was talking to people, y'all, the more that I was just able to see, like, the bullshit, the red flags, like, you know what I'm saying? And you can just tell. And that's what dating to me should be. It should be that, like, I get to talk to different people and see where they're at, see what their conversation is, see what their mindset is. Because for me, if a nigga can ghost you on the phone, he was going to ghost you had you gave him some pussy. He was going to ghost you had you send him some nudes. He was going to ghost you, right? What I have learned about men is that they have, some men, like their representative, some of it is quick, right? Some of it is like 3 days. Once they know they done had their conversation, they know nothing is going to transpire, bitch, that's it. They done. Conversation ended, they're gone. They're like, bitch, you won't ever hear from them again because they know, right? Some of them have like a 2-week like representative, right? But in those 2 weeks, right, like, you know, because if you feel like conversation is boring for you or that's too much, that means that that man is just there to fuck you. Conversation is how you get to know somebody. How else would you fucking know about me if we're not having conversations? How else do we build a relationship if I'm not talking to you? You can't just do that through text message, right? You have to do that through conversations, phone calls, and things like that. Okay? All right? So I went back to the basics, bitch. Like I was a teenager. Okay? And what I realized, I was like, I still have some weak points. Because I told y'all, like, listen, my weakness is, girl, listen. I'm not going to tell you about weakness, bitch. I already know. The men going to judge me, but I already know what my weakness is. And I was like, girl, listen. You got to remember, there's two types of men out here. There's men that, like, will never be husbands. They're men that you just fuck. And that's all that they'll ever be worth. They just offer what they offer. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it'd be some of the best shit of your life. Because as a human, got needs too, right? And then there's men that like would make great potential partners that, you know, you could build with long term and stuff like that. And you have to treat those men different. Those are the men that you treat with respect. Those are the men that, you know what, I did cook today and I fixed you a plate. I'm gonna come drop it off. Those are the men that, you know what I'm saying, I might flip the script and shit. I might take you on a date. You know? Just because you worth it. Because you're not like the rest of these fuck niggas out here. So I'm going to treat you different. I'm going to treat you different, right? I'm going to give you the, even if it doesn't go anywhere, just because you're a different kind of man. And like, I'm really fucking with your vibe and just who you are. And I can see that in you. Versus the other niggas over here, like, we like shit. It was never like shit. It was never nothing. We both knew what it was. Two sluts together. He was going and I was going. That's all it was. Right? And just like men feel like they can't wife a slut, I mean, you don't think women feel like that too? You think I wanna link with a nigga that wanna eat ass and coochie on the first date? Cause you do that to everybody. Breast just shitty, nigga. Y'all know what a 304 is. Y'all know what a 304 is. Y'all know what a 304 is. And if not, chat can help you out. Icy, you said, what's the point of having clips on the wig? Because I want to. Because I want to. You said, damn, don't nobody wait for... I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting. Because I'm scared of nigga shit gonna be shrimping. I'm not waiting. You got about 90 days. You got about a good 90 motherfucking days. But I'm not waiting. I don't want to wait to marriage. For what? Ain't nobody sanctified. You think by the time a nigga get 25 that nigga sanctified? A 25-year-old man, that nigga got hella bodies. Okay? So if you think that by 40, I'm going to sit up here and wait for a man at 40 to say, okay, we're just going to wait till we get married. Oh, no. And then that shit be trash? Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm going to be pissed the fuck out. I'm going to be pissed the fuck. And men feel the same way, and I don't care. I be trying to tell men, like, the same shit that y'all be feeling with. I am you, nigga. If you don't like the conversation, I'm just a reflection of you. These are your thoughts coming through my motherfucking mouth. These are your thoughts. I'm just reiterating to you what y'all have told us online. Y'all value your value system. The only thing that y'all value is your money, the size of your shit, and how many bodies you can burn through. And the men that don't think like that are already taken off the market. They are husbands. Because they went and they found a wife. Because they didn't want to be out here in these streets. Okay? Who said they 24 with 5 kids? I don't know about that, baby. I got 1. But that's real shit, though. Because in the same way that men could probably get up here and say, well, Jay, you're 40 and you're not married and you're old and you're ran through and it's just over for you. I mean, nigga, y'all be the same motherfucking age. But unlike an older man, I already know my game plan. I already know my game plan. Okay? Y'all keep asking what a 304 is. Don't act dense in the comments. Y'all know what it is. And if you don't know, go Google it. Ask ChatGPT. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to follow me. Chat be weird. I do. Listen, y'all. It's late night too. It's 11:53, y'all. It's 11:53. I knew my schedule was gonna change, and I was like, you know what, girl? I knew it was gonna get a little weird. But listen, ladies. You know, I think. Oh. Saying it gonna me, gonna me, gonna me, gonna me. Hold on, y'all. We gon' show the world. Oh, it's not gonna. I just told you niggas my motherfucking DMs is closed. Don't be sending me the motherfucking DMs. I do not listen, girl. My DMs are closed. They are shut down. I don't want to talk to nobody else over the fucking internet, y'all. I don't feel like internet dating is worth it right now. I don't, y'all, because I feel like, listen, when it comes to this internet shit, so many motherfuckers be having an ideal or a fantasy about you, especially if you're an attractive woman, attractive girl, whatever, right? Too many motherfuckers be having fantasies about you and shit, and I don't want people getting it twisted, okay? I may joke about being a cougar. Do I like the younger men? Yes, right? Okay? But we'll never link. You'll never see me in person. You'll never meet me in real life. You better enjoy seeing me on a live. That is the closest that you'll ever get to, like, actually being able to reach out and touch me. Okay? Because, yeah. And I think, too, y'all, that was the hype that was kind of going around. Because, girl, my homegirl, no. I'm telling y'all, bitch, every live, like, niggas be trying to shoot their shot. And I don't mind, right? I'm not opposed to online dating. I just feel like, too, y'all, but, you know, it just has to make sense. I feel like, y'all, like, as my platform grows and stuff like that, y'all, I feel like I want to, if I was going to date from social media, I feel like, y'all, like, I would have to, like, I would want my platform to be at a certain level, and then I would want to date within that arena of people that, like, I've probably networked with. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Like, if I was going to date anybody from online. Do I have kids? Yes, I have one. You're welcome, sis. Who is it? Ghana, you're so welcome, love. You're so welcome. Listen, you know what, y'all? I think my heart truly broke the day that I understood that, like, men just don't love. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm not saying that men aren't capable of loving. I mean, like, men just don't love women the way that we think that they should or that they do. You understand? Like, women, like, our love is very emotional. Our love is very nurturing. I want to take care of you. I want to love on you. I want to be affectionate. And men's love, to me, in my opinion, tends to be very stoic and very, like, transactional. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all know, like, it, you know, it just feels like a man doesn't, like, give a fuck about you unless he actually is doing something for you, because men do not invest in women that they don't care about, you know? So, and it just, you know, and once you realize that as a woman, like, it just changes your perspective on dating. It's not from, like, a hurt place. I still think that there are some good men, but at 40, do I want to be married, y'all? Girl, no. I am free. I am free, and I told you, this is what I'm offering a man, okay? Especially a young man. Listen, we do a little 5-year bid, little 5-year contract. Within these 5 years, okay, we both decide on the business. We run this shit up. We run up the motherfucking numbers. And we have our shit legally in place. That way, at the end of these 5 years, if we don't make it, we can split this shit down the middle 50-50. Whatever we put into this business, whatever we built up, right? You want to keep the business, that's fine. I just want my fucking profits, right? 5 years. Especially if you're around 30, 31, 32, 33. 5 years of your life is not going to be, you're not going to be in a casket, okay? I'll be 45, 46. You'll probably be in your late 30s. After those 5 years, if it works out, we keep this shit trucking. If it's good, it's good. Let's not break the fucking system. But 5 years, we can run this shit up together. We can really get a bag together. It just depends on how you want to do it. You want to do the social media thing. You want to do trucking? You want to do loads? What do you want to do? Right? But 5 years of partnership. We get this fucking money and, you know, and we put safeguards in place. So it's not like a nigga could just, for, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, I'm gonna just get money with this bitch and then I'm gonna just, you know, put like a life insurance policy. No, nigga, we're not doing all that. I'm serious, girl. I am serious because it's only getting worse out here. Okay? And listen, 5 years, babe, you know, really for me, I'm really looking for somebody to do content with. So I'm just saying, you know, 5 years. 5 years of your life is not a long time. And in 5 years, we could really run a bag up. I'm just saying, we could really run some shit up. Dedicated team members, okay? That's what I'm looking for, a dedicated team member. I gotta treat you like an employee, baby. I gotta treat you like you on the motherfucking payroll. I gotta treat relationships now like they corporate. Okay? Because at this age, and this is the benefit of dating an older woman, I'm telling you exactly what I want. Okay? If you don't want that, then there would be no need for you to try to pursue me. Because I'm telling you, especially for you niggas that keep trying to slide in my motherfucking inbox, I need 5 years of your life. Okay? If you do not have a good 5-year run in you, then stay out my inbox. Okay? I'm giving you the plan, nigga. I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you the game plan. I'm telling you what I'm about to do. You either on board or you're not. And if you don't want to get on board, you don't have to. Because the plan is going to go on with or without you. But you can be a part of it. And it's an opportunity to make some money with a partner. And we don't have to get married. Because at the end of this 5 years, what if I want to walk away? You think I want to go through divorce court at 45? You think I want to be dealing with lawyers and fucking shit at 45? No, nigga. At the end of this 5 years, if it's good, it's good. We stay together and we can just keep the shit that we're doing and we just keep going. Right? If it's not, then at the end of this 5 years, honey, we both walk away and we're done. There's no hassle. It can't get much easier than that. There is no plan B. There is no plan B. I'm telling you right now, it's 5 years, guaranteed money run, right? Once we agree upon what we're going to do, right? And we set that shit in motion, and then we give it 5 years. I don't think that's hard to follow at all. And if a man can't follow that program, that's simple. You acting like I'm taking the rest of your life from you. I'm not taking 10, 15, 20 years of your life. 5 years. Especially with a younger man. 30, 31. 5 years, baby, you'll be 36. I'll be 45. You want to go out and start a family and do everything else, honey? That's your cue to walk away. Nobody's holding you back. What was the question, y'all? I'm trying to read your comments, y'all. What business did I have in mind? You know what? For me, I think right now I really want to go into private security. So I would like somebody, right, that maybe has security knowledge, maybe worked in security. But I think private security, especially with cyber security and things like that, would be a good business venture to go into. Or, right, can really run up a digital bag. Thought about that too. Not really on the streaming side, but long form content and things like that, because people love couple content. People love couple content, y'all. People love dating content. That is still a hit. That's not going to change anytime soon. No matter how much people are like, can we go be talking about the same shit? We sure the fuck do. We sure the fuck do. And bitch, you still be watching it. So, yep. Okay. So, and it has to be something that we agree upon, right? I wouldn't just tell a man like, oh, like you just got to do whatever I want to do, right? Or what else are you trying to do? Do you want to do loans? Like loads? Are you a trucker? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're a trucker, why you don't have your own hot shot? Are you a foodie? Are you a vendor? Like, what else we got going on? You know? So we got to figure out something. Hold on, y'all. But listen, and that's just for me. That's not going to work for every woman. Every woman doesn't want that. I'm just very dead set on what I want. Very dead set on it. And it doesn't matter if a man is a part of that plan or not. I'm still going to be graduating school. I'm still going to have a cybersecurity degree. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to go work in private security. I'm still going to continue doing social media with or without a man. I'm just saying, like, hey, if you want to get on board, nigga, you know? Yeah, they want to take all choices from women. I agree with that. Men don't want women to have any fucking choice. Especially, they don't want older women to have a choice, right? You understand what I'm saying? They don't want younger women to have a choice either, because the men that advocate, well, oh, I'm just going to be 45 and go get me a younger woman, but they want to impregnate her. And once she's impregnated, that means that the rest of her 20s will be spent being a mother. She'll never know what it's like to experience life. She'll never know what it's like to go on a girl's trip, because her whole life will be about raising children. Girl, children get grown. I got a 15-year-old, okay? My son just told me, he was like, Mom, yeah, you can come see me like once a year. I told that nigga, I said, once a year? When you get your own place, I can only come by once a year? Baby, them children be wanting to get out the house, okay? They are grown. So after you've been a mother for 18 years, you really could have waited till you were 30. 35 even, because what's the rush to have a baby? Because they want y'all to be convinced that like 40 is old, and you know when you're 40 nobody wants you and all this other shit. But it just be all coercion. It's all coercion to have access to women. It's all coercion. Okay, that's why they're trying to, like, you know, with older women. I'm really like, listen, you don't live the experience as an older woman. Like, shit. And I mean, like, older where? A bitch is not 50. I'm 40. Shit, Beyonce is what, 44? Nicki is 42. Bitch. Oh, it's a spider. Hold on, y'all. Where are these bugs coming from? I know that's right. Where is, world go round. I know that's right. Oh my God, where is the lighter, baby? But yeah, y'all, it's real shit. You know who else I be listening to? These motherfucking pimps. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, I went undercover on the men's side. And I was like, you know what? You know how you win? You just gotta, no matter how much you hate men's logic, you just gotta accept a man's logic. And you gotta accept that men's logic is dominance, pussy, money, and power. That's what most men want. Okay? Realistically, are all men going to have access to that? No. Right? So then they start looking for other ways to assert dominance. Then they start looking for other ways to assert power. That's where you get grape. That's where you get, you know, CP. You understand what I'm saying? Because niggas start glitching out. You understand? Because society has told men that you are powerful through your penis. That your penis is a tool of dominance. That your penis subdues the women. And if a woman don't do what and you know what I'm saying? And if a woman don't get on your program with your penis, it's wild. What other business avenues am I interested in? No, I'm telling y'all, that's what society has programmed men to believe, that like dominance is through their penis and money and women. Who is this? Baby, I can't do no co-hosting, honey. I'm not no TikTok battler, baby. I can't do an open panel right now because I'm blocked from doing an open panel. So I'm so sorry, honey. You're just gonna have to type it out in the comments. You're gonna have to enjoy the sound of my voice tonight. But you know what? Shout out to me, bitch. Cause bitch, I carried this motherfucking room tonight, bitch. I'm just telling y'all shit. I know sometimes y'all be liking when it's just us and we get the vibe. So the nigga that got my shit blocked last night, you might be watching, bitch ass nigga. But that's alright though. Cause the room is doing double than what it was when we had panelists up. So, um, technique, listen, that is the game, right? There have been some men that I just like, and it wasn't about what they had, wasn't about their height, it wasn't about nothing else, that I just purely liked that nigga's energy, right? That does happen. But when that happens, y'all will say that those type of women are 304s. Because y'all can feel that sexual energy. Y'all know that y'all be feeling that shit too. Y'all be feeling that shit too. But then you'll say that, like, if that woman expresses or chooses to divulge her interest in that sexual energy, now she a 304. You know? So y'all don't appreciate when women honestly be fucking with y'all for y'all. Y'all don't want that. You want the woman that you have to chase. You want the woman that you feel like is not good enough for you. Because once you get that woman that you couldn't have, now you feel validated. Now you feel like you're the man. All that bullshit that niggas be trying to sell us online, I can't fuck with no baddie. I'll settle for the 3. I'll settle for a good 5 or 6. You just want a 5 or 6 because you think that because she's not attractive that she wouldn't be a threat to your motherfucking ego. You don't think that niggas will approach her because she's a 5 or 6. You're not choosing the 5 or 6 because, oh, I really like her. She got a good personality and, like, I really don't care about her looks. It's all motherfucking reverse psychology, ladies. It's all reverse psychology, bitch. Have y'all, like, I be laughing on the internet now at niggas, got for real, because I just be realizing that a lot of niggas just say whatever. And again, the patriarchy is just one big circle jerk. Because no man is going to settle for a woman that he's not attracted to. That's a lie. Ain't no man about to wife up the woman that he's not attracted to and felt like he had to settle for. Oh, I'll settle for a 5 or 6 because the baddies, whoever the baddies are. And I'm like, really, like, when I think about baddies, we're talking about extremely attractive women that a lot of y'all do not have access to. That's why they only fuck with the 1% of men that are available, because they're that fucking gorgeous that they can. Come on now. The rest of us average people out here, you gonna have to get you an old average person. Unless, ladies, you want to take the route of playing the aesthetic game. And me personally, y'all know I don't mind. I don't think there's anything wrong, baby, with a little nippy tuck. Okay? If getting my body done is gonna get me a motherfucking condo, bitch. Huh? Okay? If getting my body done is going to get me on the golf course on a Wednesday with the motherfucking peach Bellini riding around in a golf cart, I'm willing to take those chances. I am willing to take those chances. Why not? She said, period, play the game. Okay? Because really, I mean, shit, I'd really rather cry than fucking Maybach if I had an option. You know what I'm saying? I done fuck with a broke nigga and I done fuck with a rich nigga. Night and day. I still cried, but I cried with a lot of stuff, and it didn't feel so bad. It really didn't feel so bad. I ain't gonna hold you, bitch. Because when you cried and you got a broke nigga cheating on you, bitch, you be ready to unalive that man. You be ready to unalive that nigga. Because, bitch, like, when I tell you, you just be so fucked up about it, because you like, not only is this nigga broke, dick ain't even that good. Like, bitch, you just start, like, everything in your head. You be like, how the fuck did I even let this nigga hit? Like, where the fuck was my head at? You understand what I'm saying? Like, let me be accountable. Where the fuck was my head at? When you going through something with a nigga that, been investing in you, it's a little bit different. It hit a little bit different. Y'all not gonna like what I'm gonna say next. And I'm not encouraging this to women. Okay? Again, I want to repeat, y'all not gonna like what I'm gonna say next, and I'm not encouraging this. But as a 40-year-old woman, if I meet a man with a BBC that pay all my bills and you want to come to me as a woman, bitch, I'm not going nowhere. You understand? Okay? He got 2 out of motherfucking 3, bitch. He got a BBC and he got money. Okay? Don't come to me about shit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear shit. Because at this age, I knew what I was signing up for. She say, LOL, I say this all the time. I'm telling you, I don't want to hear shit. Don't come to me as no motherfucking woman, as no 40-year-old woman about what this nigga been doing. If he got 2 out of 3, bitch, BBC and some money, that's what they value anyway. So I'm going to value it too. Because at the end of the day, why I'm going to lose my spot? Why I'm going to stop getting my bills paid? Bitch, I like, Lord, send me another one. I bet you I do right this time. You understand what I'm saying? Bitch, matter of fact, I'm upset with you because why you not making this nigga happy? Because that's less work that I got to do. You understand what I'm saying? Keep this nigga happy, bitch, so he can keep the motherfucking money flowing. Because now you fucking it up for me and you. Because if this nigga go get another bitch, now it's a third bitch in the mix. 2 is enough. Now, I'm not saying I'm trying to share, sisters. I'm not saying that I'm willing to share. What I'm saying is I understand the struggle. I understand. And I understand that, bitch, you're not getting 3 for 3. You're not getting monogamy. You're not getting BBC and money. You are not getting all 3 of those together. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Okay? So if I can get 2 out of 3, bitch, non-negotiable, hey, I'm with it, y'all. Shit. Fine. That's as close as we gonna get to win the lottery, y'all. Shit. Now, y'all designed to be desperate men in the comment. Oh, well, shit, we just telling y'all. Y'all listen, y'all be wanting what y'all want, and I want what I want. I can't speak on behalf of women. I can only speak for Jay Monroe. Okay? But after studying the game, and I was like, bitch, you got 3 options out here. At your age, you really have 3 options. Okay? And your options at 40, these are not bad options, but you're going to have to settle, right? You're going to have to compromise. Like, people like, I don't like when you say settle, compromise, whatever you want to call it. Because you're not getting 3 out of 3. Okay? You're not getting 3 out of 3. So what are you with? I am not willing to negotiate the BBC or the money. I'm not willing to negotiate those. I'm not. Okay? Now, I didn't say he had to be super rich. But I'm like, I can't do shit for potential. Like, it just, you know what I'm saying, y'all? And when you get older, the risks are even higher. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when you 20, 21, 22, you can afford to fuck with a broke nigga at that age. Just as long as you don't get pregnant. You understand what I'm saying? 25, okay, now you got to start making better decisions. Bitch, 30 and up, every nigga that you encounter should be an upgrade from your last nigga. You should never be on the same level that you were with the person before. Okay? It's always got to be a step up. It's always got to be an upgrade. Because the older you get, the stakes get higher. Okay? By 40, you have 401k. You have retirement built up. You have a career. You have things to fucking lose. So whoever you choose to date, it's got to make sense. They got to have, listen, it can't be no dumb shit. And if you just want to do some dumb shit, go, especially at this age, just go get you a YN. Just go fuck on a YN. Get it out the way. You understand what I'm saying? But don't, shit, that's just what you want to do. But if you're doing something for partnership or longevity, it's got to make financial sense. It can't just be anybody. I didn't say I would settle with a piece of shit. I said I'm taking 2 out of 3. And as an older woman, it's slim pickings out here. Okay? Because realistically, okay, the men my age want to date younger women. I don't want to date the men my age because I don't find them attractive anymore. Okay? I would prefer to date a younger man. But realistically, that still comes with shit. Okay? So either I settle for a younger man that got good dick, we get some money together, or I settle for an older man, I get no dick, but I live a very peaceful life. I don't have to worry about an old man cheating on me, because by the time he's 60, well, I don't know, bitch. Old men still cheat. So, but if he's 60, he's not really going to want to go out. He's not going to want to go to the club. He's looking for company, okay? All right? And maybe I can just hit out my little young nigga every now and then. Just have me 2 niggas. To me, that makes sense, because that old man not really going to care about it. He's not going to care if I cheat. As long as I'm not being disrespectful, right? He ain't going to care. As long as I come home every night, I don't just stay out and make it obvious that a bitch cheating. An old man like that not gonna care. He gonna understand. He gonna know. He gonna understand. She said, "Hear me out, sister. I don't want to be no sister wife. I want a sister. I want brother husbands. Okay? How about that? How about some motherfucking brother husbands? So." It's blocked, y'all. I would let y'all up, y'all. Otherwise, I would not be up here talking, y'all. It's blocked. My multi-guest access is blocked, okay? But listen, that's just the game, y'all. And those are the options that I have come up with in my head, because I'm like, listen, there is no fairy tale ending in this shit. Even if y'all like, I'm gonna meet a good man today. What is a good man? You don't beat on me. You don't cheat on me. That they think that that's what makes a good man. Well, I don't beat you. I don't cheat on you. Yeah, but that's just human. That's just basic decency. An authentic man. Amen. Somebody said it right. An authentic man is a good man. A disciplined man to me is a good man, because y'all, discipline is not easy. Discipline is not easy at all, y'all. If it was, I'd be in shape. Okay? So I respect men that are very disciplined with their bodies. I respect men that don't curse. I respect men that don't smoke. I respect men that don't drink. Right? I respect men that work out. I respect men that retain their fucking semen. I respect men like that, because I know the odds. I know what you had to fight against. I know that it probably took you everything to go against the grain to be a different type of man. So why wouldn't I respect that? And how do you respect that, right? By giving them loyalty, honesty, no games, authenticity, right? Love. The rest of these niggas though, I don't be caring. Tell nigga what he want to hear too. I be letting niggas know straight up. You show up, I'ma show up. You want to play games? I'll play games too. It's not hard. I be letting them know off top. It is not hard over here. It's not hard. But I can show you better than I can tell you. So, because men just be thinking we just be. And I love standing on business. Ooh, girl, I love standing on business. She be feeling so good. Whew, she be feeling like, ugh, like, listen, like every nigga that I tell no, just be an ego boost. Cause it's like, nigga, like you only came over here because you saw opportunity. And you know why I be like giving niggas opportunities? Because I really be trying to understand where their mindset is when it comes to me. And I've had to realize too, ladies, that like men are gonna be men. It's not just you. They're like men have the same game that they use on every woman. It doesn't change, right? You be thinking like, oh, well, he did this for her, he didn't do it for me. It's not even that, right? It's just more so that like that was the road, the path that he needed to take, right? It has nothing to do with you, but the game does not change. They use the same like game. Like men have like one set strategy that they use, or a couple of techniques that they'll use on all women. He say, in short, men want sexual relationships for multiple good women. I told y'all. Somebody asked me, do I have plans for more kids? Hell no. Hell no. The fuck? And that's another thing too, y'all, about dating the younger men. Like, baby. I'm not trying to give you no family. I'm not the bitch to give you a family. If you looking for a bitch to give you a family, that's not me. And you want to get some money, shit? You understand what I'm saying? You want to get some money? You want to work out? You want a friend that's going to care about you, put you up on some game? and a business partner, I can be all that for you. Now we got two T diamonds to buy a huge plot. This is only true for men and women. One, the average guy is very faithful. You all sleep with the same guy. Oh, whatever, whatever. You all say the same thing. Y'all have the same plot. Get over it. If we're all sleeping with the same guy, then I don't know what to tell you. Isn't that what patriarchy wants? The fittest, most buffest, hottest man gets all the women. Isn't that how this shit works? That's why you all are vying to be alpha males and everything else, and have money and status, so that you too can have access to all the women that you think are all sleeping with the same men. The average man is faithful. You all choose the same manipulation. Yeah. I don't know if the average man is faithful. I don't know. I don't believe that to be true. I don't believe that to be true at all. Oh yeah, girl. Yeah, they all say the same shit. And again, they'll put it back on the women. Well, you all are sleeping with the same men. Which is not true. It's just not true. Because again, men have this like imaginary scenario made up in their head. And I told y'all they have this imaginary chart. And on this chart, 1 through 10, because they give us a scorecard. So when men don't like us, they'll try to say like, oh, you're a 4, you're a 3, you're chopped, right? But in their mind, even though they might say that I'm chopped, a nigga could say I'm a 3, but then it's still going to be mad at me because in his head, well, this girl that I think is a 3 still doesn't want me. She wants the 7, 8, 9, and 10. How that ideology works, y'all, I don't fucking know. Niggas be making up scenarios in their head about other niggas. And then when we be saying that shit be gay, they be like, see, y'all just use like homophobia against men. Like, no, nigga, we telling y'all like that shit is gay, low-key. Like, the fuck? You don't think that that's gay? That you're making up imaginary scenarios about how attracted another woman is to another man that you don't even fucking know, or maybe that you're idolizing? Because you don't feel like you look like that man, so you just assume that all women want the same fucking man? You don't think that that's a little bit suspicious? You don't think that that's a little bit strange? You don't think that's a little bit of a circle jerk? I'm just saying. Because it doesn't work that way for women. That's why you can see a very attractive woman with a non-attractive man, because 9 times out of 10 it's about how that man actually treats her and makes her feel, which overrides her like initial physical attraction to that man, because emotionally he makes her feel safe, he makes her feel good, he shows up for her consistently. It was never about the fucking looks, it was never about the fucking height, it's about the fucking man that shows up. I don't know why you niggas cannot understand that. And then you swear to God, well, no, y'all just want to be abused. Y'all just like niggas that are ran through. Y'all just pass up on the good men. But the good men do not be good men. They just be waiting their turn to do the same shit that they see their counterparts doing. Bitch, it be a fucking coercion. Okay? They trying to put it in for their homeboy. Well, and especially I told y'all, any nigga that be like, I'm a good man, stay the fuck away from them. Any man that tries to tell you, well, I'm a good man, if he was a good man, sis, it's going to show up in his actions. It's going to show up in his intentions. He doesn't have to prove to you that he's a good man, because he's actually a good person. And good people do not have to convince you that they're fucking good people. Good people do not have to verbally say, I'm a good man. I do not have to let a nigga know I'm a good woman. Bitch, you either see that shit or if you don't. And if you don't see it, I'm not trying to prove it to you. Why would I be trying to prove to the wrong man that I'm a good woman? It wouldn't make a fucking difference anyway. If that's the wrong man to me, it doesn't matter if he thinks I'm a good woman. If his only objective is to sleep with me, it doesn't matter how good of a woman I am. So I don't need to prove it. I don't need to give a nigga some pussy to prove that I'm a good woman. You know? be telling y'all like real shit. Real shit. And the reason I'm telling y'all, because I done had these conversations on the phone. And and listen, ladies, when you don't have emotions, and not in a bad way, I'm not saying in a sociopathic way. I'm saying, y'all, when you're not dating out of emotions, or when you're not dating out of a void, out of a necessity, out of a need, you're not easily swept up by a nigga's bullshit. Because when you meet a man, bitch, they know that they gotta match to you. They know that they gotta put it on heavy. They know that they gotta show up as their representative, because the goal is, I want you to think that I'm a good guy. Once you think that I'm a good guy, you're going to feel relaxed. You're going to feel safe with me, and you're going to want to give me that pussy because you think I like you and that I'm a good guy. Even if I fake it in the moment, because if I get what I want from you and then I switch up on you, well, now it's your fault, because you consented and you said yes. I only showed up as my representative, but I didn't make you give it up to me. So again, that whole good guy, like, them niggas be Chucky in disguise, girl. Fuck no. Men like that scare me, because I'm like, You know, at least a YN, the hood niggas, you know what you dealing with. You already know what kind of nigga you dealing with when you see those niggas head on. No matter how they feel, y'all just want the bad boy. But yeah, but I know what to expect from that type of man. Okay? But you sneaky ass niggas, you quote unquote good men, and they act like it's only the hood niggas that be doing shit. They act like it's not the corporate men. They act like it's not the army men. They act like it's not the truckers. They act like it's not the motherfucking blue collar workers. They act like it's not the motherfucking oil field niggas. They act like it's only one group of men that be doing all the motherfucking wrong. Bitch, it's all of them. All of them. It's the motherfucking pilot, bitch. It's the nigga that do real estate, bitch. It's the nigga that, the deacon on the church. Okay? It's the preacher boy's son. The pastor's son. Bitch, I'm telling you. You be surprised, bitch. And you just be like, So again, you know, y'all, I be telling women, like, how do we navigate this shit? Because men get so mad when you talk about it. Oh, you just hurt. Who hurt you? You'll be picking the wrong one, you know, and da-da-da-da-da-da. That's why I hate women, you know. And they don't be hating women. You know what they be hating? That they can't get no pussy. Because, again, a lot of men just value their bodies and money, and they did. And what happens when your shit is small, nigga? Where's the value then? What happens when your money is funny, nigga? Where is your value then? You ain't got none. No, like, what's his name say? Money never did me wrong either. Shit, I don't know what you talking about, nigga. Money done always been good to me. Money done got me out of situations. Money done enhanced my life. Money got me living good, eating good. You know, shit, money ain't never switched up on me. Money is a direct reflection of the relationship I have with it, right? If I love my money, guess what? My money loves me back. If I talk to my money, guess what? That money will talk to me back. Okay? When I'm feeling depressed, you know what money does? Take you on a little trip, take you on, like, shit. You talking about money can't buy happiness. Bullshit. Bitch, money will buy you peace. Okay? Money will buy you peace, bitch. Ain't nothing like having money in your pocket when you know you can afford shit and ain't nobody stressing you and you ain't got to rely on nobody. Yeah, they're definitely trolling. It's probably a bunch of kids. It is 12:32 though, y'all. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be up here though, y'all. Cause we might go like, we might start here. I bet your mother is a single mom. I bet your mother used to put you outside on the weekends when them niggas would come through. I bet your mama used to make you stay outside all motherfucking day long because she was getting flipped. Couldn't watch cartoons on Saturday because your mama had to bust that shit open so you could get groceries in your house, nigga. I know y'all be mad. I know y'all be mad. I'm not married. I know you niggas be mad. You niggas would never come up in real life. You be bottom of the basement niggas. Right? A lot of y'all be kids. Past y'all motherfucking bedtime and school is out. But you know, but men that hate women, y'all are some weird ass niggas. Cause how you hate pussy? How you hate women? I get how women can hate men. I get that. Like, quite understandably so. Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, it's a lot of reasons to hate men. But as a man, you hate women? You want to argue with women? You want to troll women, nigga? Why are you not in some pussy at 12 o'clock at night? Y'all value the shit so much. But you're on the internet trolling because you're lonely, because you're sad, because you're depressed. And you ain't got nothing else better to do with your life. Because if you had something else better to do, you wouldn't be in my motherfucking stream listening to me rant and teach women about men. You'd be somewhere else. If you were really that nigga, you'd be laid up to a bad bitch right now. Tell your mama to drop her link. Even if I was selling it, you couldn't afford it. Find the link. Expose me, fuck nigga. Make me famous. Go find the link. Matter of fact, I tell you what, go make some digital prints of me and put it on the internet and then tag me in it so my shit can go viral, fuck nigga. That way I can have a storyline. I can have a fucking plot. Make that shit hot too. Like, give me a fat ass, give me some big juicy, and then go put my shit on the fucking internet, nigga, and then tag me so I can get a fucking storyline. You know that's what they be doing. You know that's what they be doing. Like, when niggas come in here talking shit, like, two things. It's usually somebody young, right? Or I've had people, because I will, when I am able to have multi-guests, I will make people cam up. The niggas that be talking, bitch, they never look like the shit that they be talking. What they do. Actually, I take that back. They do look like the shit that they be talking. They look like a bunch of shit. And that's usually what it is. And I'm like, you know, y'all, every now and then, I'll troll back. But who's really listening to somebody with no profile picture? You're a nobody on the fucking internet. You know how insecure you gotta be that you gotta like, I don't want anybody to see me. I gotta have like this fake profile picture, like undercover type shit. Like, that's weird as fuck. Everybody on the fucking internet being themselves, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? You over here hiding this shit. Cause a lot of times, like, listen, y'all, like, listen, men be insecure too. They won't ever tell y'all that, but men be hella insecure about their looks. Men be hella insecure about their bodies. Men be hella insecure about, and then they definitely be insecure about their dick. Definitely be insecure about that shit. That's why they want 304s though, right? Because they feel like if I get enough experience, right, then like when I get the girl of my dreams, I'll have all this fucking experience and I'm gonna be able to please her. It's weird. It's really, really weird, y'all. It's a really fucked up logic. But I mean, shit. That's the system that they set up. I'm not gonna argue with it. That's what they want to do. You know? That's why you have men that are looks maxing. And listen, I think, you know, unfortunately, everything that men do, I kind of feel sorry for y'all. Like, it's very scrutinized. I don't think there's anything wrong with a man having a skincare routine. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting your feet scrubbed and getting a clear coat of fucking polish on your toenails. It does not make you gay. It's quite the opposite. I don't think there's anything wrong with washing between your ass cheeks. Especially taking that rag and taking that finger and digging up in that butt a little bit so you get all that funk out of there. Because if you don't wash your ass good enough, it'll still smell like cheese in between your motherfucking cheeks, nigga. I don't think any of that is gay. The shit that I think that y'all do is GAY, is arguing with women, trolling women, assaulting women. You understand what I'm saying? trying to be in competition with women. I definitely think the whole bedazzled era is a little. I mean, granted, I was born in the 80s, so before that, like men in the 70s were definitely wearing crop tops and tight pants and shit like that, y'all. So that era a little suspicious too. But yeah, bitch, I don't know. The whole bedazzle shit, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. You know, I don't really mind a dangly earring. I don't mind a dangly earring because I was born in the 80s. So, like, I don't mind a dangly earring. You know, I don't mind a nose piercing. A dermal, I think you're pushing it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, dermals and shit like that on men. Unless you just like golf, you know, you kind of like alt and stuff like that. Like, you like to be like kind of like a golf and stuff. But, nah, I like my man just low cut Caesars, deep waves. You understand what I'm saying? Nice little H&M aesthetic. I don't really like a doughboy aesthetic or anything else like that. It's cute. It's cute for who it's cute for, but it's not for me. Cause then I can't take you anywhere. I can't bring you out in public. A 40-year-old woman with a motherfucking still dressing like a fucking child. Like, no. He said stereotypes they being proven. Damn, laughing my ass off. Well, look at the agendas, people power and push. Hookup culture is going. I think hookup. Listen, I mean, I do think it's an agenda though, but I think that I think the only way that hookup culture is going to die is if women have to stop giving men access. Long story short, that's the only way that hookup culture dies. And the way that hookup culture dies is women have to stop being naive and gullible, and you have to stop believing what a man says. Because it's not like, y'all, when I think about hookup culture, like most men are not sitting down with women to have a conversation to say, I'm not looking for anything. I really like you, but as of now, I really just want to explore something physical. And if that's okay with you, I'm down for that. If it's not, I get that you may not be interested in that. Men are not having that conversation, right? So when we're thinking about hookup culture, yes, there are some people that are just hooking up because they just want to fuck. That happens. But I guarantee you majority of the time, it's not going that way. It's not going that way, right? These are men that are meeting women either online, dating apps. They're projecting, they're saying that they want something serious with these women. They show up, they take them on a couple of dates, make the women feel good, hook up, and then they ghost them. So, that's why I be telling women, don't let these men coerce you into giving up some pussy. Especially if you, first off, two things. Biggest red flag, even at my age, is that you still have men that will try to rush into smacks. Even at my age. That's why I be telling y'all, it doesn't matter, y'all, if I date older or younger men, right? Men are always trying to test women to see what your boundaries are, because they're testing out the idea of you that they have in their head, right? For a lot of men, we just come off as a fantasy, something that like they want to hook up with. So initially when a man is approaching you, his initial intentions is to, I want to see where this interaction goes, okay? You as the woman are really in the lead the whole time because you decide where the relationship goes. You do decide whether or not you and that man hook up. You decide whether or not that relationship progresses, right? However, though, this is where it gets sticky because a man has to tell you that that's what he also wants. See, this is where I was getting confused at too. Because just because you feel a certain kind of way does not mean that that man feels that way about you, right? Okay? So when you're being fed delusion, maybe it's a trauma bond, maybe it's a connection, but you're feeding the fantasy and then you give in and you have sex with a man, right? Now these emotions and everything are involved. Shout out to Mr. No Filter for helping me understand that. Now that these emotions are involved, now you're going to have a harder time walking away because emotionally and physically you are now invested, okay? That man already has an expiration date in his head from when he's going to ghost you, exit out, or whatever, right? So, as women, we just got to be diligent. And you have to weed out the men that are very sexual too soon so that you can eliminate some of that, right? So if a man is ever rushing you into conversation about sex, he just trying to fuck, right? If a man ever tries to make you feel guilty, well, you've had sex before, like, you know what I'm saying, or I'm sure you've done it with other guys, why don't you want to do it with me? That's a red flag. He is not an alpha male. He is a weak bitch, okay? Because he's already making up scenarios about you with other men that don't even fucking exist. So you know what kind of man he gonna be in the future, bitch, and then he gonna be the type of nigga to accuse you of cheating when you not, okay? Because this nigga already making up fake scenarios in his motherfucking head about shit that you haven't even done. Somebody said, I have been cursed out from it. Well, girl, let them curse you out, Queen. Because exactly. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling y'all. When I be talking to these niggas, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, y'all, people be tuned into my live, so I be talking about experiences sometimes, right? Like, you know? And I think that they be having the same idea that it's going to happen for them. But that's just not true. Just because I had an experience with one person does not mean that I'm looking to have that experience with you, or that you would be the one that I want to have that experience with. Winner, chicken dinner. Some people just, some niggas just be getting lucky out here. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, Queen, I agree. She said I move slow on purpose. What's worse, the fake scenarios or something else? I think the fake scenarios. Nat. Because as a woman, like, I've had to be masculine and just, like, you know, I have to lead the relationship. Because if you let a man lead the relationship, they're going to lead you to hell. Okay? They're going to lead you to hell. They're going to just defile your body. Shit. Okay? So, you as a woman, like, you really have to be in control of that shit. Right? And that's why men try to convince you, yes, you have to speak up, Queen. That's why men try to convince you that, oh, black women are masculine. Cause y'all be saying too much. No, bitch, they want you to not ask questions, because when you're not asking questions, like Mr. No Filter said, that just keeps you in confusion. If you're not asking questions and you're just making assumptions, well, I assumed that we were in a relationship, but did that nigga ever say that? No. Somebody said, I promise you're not going to get anywhere trying to lead. Listen, you niggas don't know how to lead a relationship, because the only thing that y'all be leading with is your dick. That's what y'all want to lead with. That is the purpose of dates. And then some of you don't even want to do that. So I definitely can't listen. And that's another reason I can't date nobody online. Because at some point, yes, having conversations with men is fun, right? Like, you know what I'm saying, y'all? But at the same time, too, I just feel like a nigga just getting all my time for free. Bitch, we ain't going on no dates. We ain't doing nothing. Like, and it ain't that much motherfucking conversation in the world that I want to have with a man. Like, eventually I'm going to get tired of talking to you on this damn phone. You know? I just wanted to see what the fuck you was talking about. And a lot of times it don't be about nothing. You ain't talking about no money. You ain't talking about trying to put a bitch onto some money. You're not talking about anything that's going to help me or elevate me or shit like that. You just want to be nasty. Yeah, ganger, I'm selling it. Sure am. Selling it to the highest motherfucking bidder. Might be your motherfucking daddy. I told y'all, listen, y'all, these niggas cannot get enough, girl. I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting sleepy as hell, y'all. He do seem jealous. He seems very jealous. They all seem jealous. And listen, you know, and I'm telling y'all, see, these niggas be weird. Because they think that, like, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to argue in a female's life because females are whack, bro. You know, like females do. Like, these fucking females, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga can't get in his own shit. Nigga can't host his own motherfucking live. Because they're trolls. And they're very unattractive men. And we know that. We know that. We know that. But trolls make the world go round, y'all. And low-key, you don't have no engagement, y'all, if you ain't got trolls. If you ain't got a bitch-ass nigga coming through your shit, trolling, spamming, doing all kind of shit. You know, I love the trolls, too. I do. I know that they be needing attention. You said jealousy arises from insecurities, and men who are confident in the sense of being intelligent and has money and good looking are rarely insecure. Listen, Stuart, you're not getting all three. You're not getting an intelligent man that looks good, that got a big dick and got money. That shit don't work like that. You gonna get an intelligent man, he's not gonna be, he may not be the most handsomest. Elon Musk is not handsome, but his money looks good as fuck. I know he got a shrimp. Donald Trump is far from handsome. But that money is beautiful as fuck, right? Bill Gates. None of those men are handsome. Jeff Bezos is okay. He's not an ugly man. I don't think Jeff Bezos is ugly, y'all. He's pretty decent. I think Jeff Bezos is pretty average. But for the most part, you're not getting all three. You're not getting a super smart man with a big dick, money, height, intelligence. Nigga, that's fucking Superman. That is a fucking unicorn. Okay? Show me the last time you seen a smart nigga that was handsome, intelligent, and buff. That shit do not work like that. Okay? It either be like the buff niggas be big and buff, but they be a little bit slow. You know, no tea, no shade. I'm just telling y'all for real. Like, that's how that shit be going. It be fucked up. It's just like, you know, y'all, I could probably have a better body. You know? Good woman, but shit, man, I could probably have a better body, but it's just the way that it go. But yeah, no, you're not, like a nigga not get, well, no, a man probably could get all three. You, except for a virgin. You're not getting 4 out of 4, but a man could get a beautiful woman, okay, that's a 10, that's smart and intelligent and with a banging body. A man could go 3 for 3. Now, if you add that virgin part in there, I don't know, because, you know, that's just unfair. But a man could find 3 for 3. A woman, you are not getting no motherfucking smart-ass man unless you get like a really, like, an army dude that's like a CIA operative or a very, you know what I'm saying, like a ranger. I don't know, y'all. Unless you get a ranger, you know what I'm saying, something very alpha-ish, like, you know, but no. We talking about like brilliance, like as far as like niggas being like fucking super intelligent, like geniuses, no. Name me a fucking attractive genius. I'm just telling y'all for real. Name me a fucking attractive genius. Like, you're not getting. It's not. No, you'll never get the full package. You'll have to build. They'll have to build that shit. It'll be an artificial body. Oh, Ghost, y'all all say that. Listen, y'all all say that. I mean, have I seen some fine doctors on here? Yeah, but okay, y'all. So I probably should take that back because it is some fine ass doctors. I take that back. I've seen some fine ass black doctors. I didn't even think about the doctors, y'all. I'm thinking about like more so like geniuses. I'm thinking about like nerds and shit like that. I'm like, show me a fucking genius that's just like handsome. But doctors are pretty smart, so I take that back. Oh yeah, girl, they take something from each relationship, and that's why I be telling y'all. That's why I like scoping niggas out. I learned so much from listening to men. Like the more you let a man talk, like they just I don't know what it is about me that makes men really comfortable, but they get to running their damn mouth, y'all, and I listen. When they get to running them damn mouths, I just be shocked by some of the shit that men say just so casually. I be like, damn. I will never talk to you again. What do you mean by that? I literally had to ask the nigga some one day, like, what the fuck you meant? Like, what you mean by that, sir? Like, I'm gonna need you to expand on that shit that you told me, because what you mean? What you mean? Y'all know it's hard out here for a pimp when they trying to get their money for the rent. She said, why are we equating genius with men? No, because it was a question, right? Because I made the stance that, like, men can get 3 out of 3. A man can get a woman that is a genius, has a banging body, and is beautiful. But as a woman, you're not getting a BD, and y'all just figure out what that means, okay? So you're not getting a BD with a genius and $1 million, all this fucking money. Like, bitch, listen. Shout out to the women that do have that, but I'm just saying, like, yo, listen, that's unrealistic. That's a unicorn. That is a superhuman. That is a fucking super, that is what we would call, like, a god. Right? Okay? You know? And that is, like, probably, like, if you do find a man like that, that's probably like maybe like not even 1%, like maybe 0.5%. A genius, and he got a big thing, and he got money. Y'all, I want y'all to be so fucking for real, y'all. When the average motherfucking IQ of people is like, listen, America has a illiterate rate. I can't even say it. We have a reading problem, okay? So, listen. But again, men don't value intelligence either. Some men do, and that's why we have doctors and lawyers and, you know, very educated people, because thank God that there are a group of men that still value it. But for the men that don't, a lot of them just value like turning through women. You know? Somebody said they always lacking in the most important areas. Yes. We don't need more bodybuilders. We don't need more gym bros. Okay? What we need is, you know, lawyers, right? Engineers. We need very, like, you know, the smart people, y'all, are taking over. And it's a little bit scary where the world is going. I'm going to get off track a little bit, y'all, okay? With AI, right? And we have this open software or open AI software, y'all, that is being bought and sold for all the wrong reasons, right? So, you know, it would do the men good to stop chasing women and really save the world, you know? We need superheroes, right? Girl, I love me a blue collar man. I love me a blue collar man. You know, I've always said that. I think men have this idea that women just want like this super rich hot guy that's just gonna take us up and come, you know, save us. And I think most of us know that that's not happening. But even the women that it does happen for, I just feel like they're still getting the shitty end of a stick, you know? But what's crazy to me is that, like, the average man wants us to still suffer like he's the rich man. And it's just not fair. If rich men can cheat and you're not a rich man, and you feel like the average woman needs to choose the average man, but you're still trying to give the average woman, like, a horrible experience. So the average woman is saying, like, hey, I don't have to choose that because I am the average woman. So I do go to work and I do make my own money. And I don't have to rely on a man to do anything for me. So as the average woman, I actually have more freedom than the baddie that you're chasing. Sure, she may live a life of luxury and things like that, but, you know, that's dependent on the men that, you know, she has access to, right? So as the average woman, sometimes I be liking my little average life. I ain't gotta worry about seeing a nigga I don't want to be with, you know? Some wipes, no. Mm-mm. What is my baseline for rich? I mean, there's a difference between like rich and wealthy. To me, honestly, you know what? I think rich is people that are making at least $1 million or more a year, right? I feel like once you are a millionaire status, that's rich, right? Okay. There are people that make 500, 300, stuff like that, y'all. But, you know, by the time you take out taxes, lifestyle, private school, all these other things, a lot of these people are still living paycheck to paycheck, okay? When I think about wealthy, I'm thinking about people that probably make, you know, absurd amount of money, right? 10 million, 20 million, $100 million a year. That's very, very wealthy, right? That's a level of wealth that's probably very hard to obtain. $1 million, is it doable? Yeah. Is that rich in my eyes? I think you could be richer, but it's rich. It's more than 65,000. It's more than 100,000. It's more than 200,000. $1 million is a nice, and we're talking about like after taxes, like after, you know, I'm not talking about like I'm talking about like your net worth, right? Is at $1 million, like liquid cash. Like you could liquidate that shit and you would be worth $1 million. I don't need no wipes, hon. I don't need any wipes. Yeah, 1 million chilling in the bank. I think that that is rich. That is enough to make sure that you have a very comfortable lifestyle. You could buy a house. You could live off a $1 million, liquid cash, like at least for like the next 5 to 10 years. If you budgeted that shit, right? You really could live on like a salary of about like $60,000 a year. Okay, so you would have enough. So yes, in my opinion, that's rich. Okay. Now, am I looking for a quote unquote rich man? No. You know, I think my expectations are very realistic for what I want. You have to at least make the same income that I do or more. And I think that's more than fair. I think that's more than fair. Because I'm not asking for more than what I make, right? I said you can make what I make. If you make more, that would be even better. That would be great. But I already told y'all I got a 5-year game plan that we can do, babe. Okay? Now, would I date somebody that makes less than me? No. It wouldn't. Why? Because, you know what, y'all? The way I be thinking about it is men don't give women grace. Men don't date women that they're not attracted to. Men don't marry women that they don't want to be, they don't want to marry. So you're not going to force me to choose the man that makes less than me. You're not going to force me to choose a guy that's unattractive. I keep telling y'all, women can go lose the fucking weight. You can go get a BBL. You can get your face done. You can do anything you want to do as a woman to quote unquote look better. Women, you're gonna keep sharing men because of your expectations. Well, Jelati, you're sharing a nigga if you got a basic nigga. You're sharing a nigga when you got a broke nigga. These niggas be for everybody. Y'all be for everybody. It don't matter. Y'all be trying to convince women. Well, if you go get a rich man, you're gonna have to share him. You're gonna have to share a man if you go get a blue collar man. You're gonna have to share a man if he a motherfucking cement driver, if he a truck driver, if he's a nurse. Shit. You gonna have to share a nigga anyway. So you might as well like shit. Listen. No one's forcing y'all. Trust people may be talking though, I guess. I'm just being real. I'm about to go put on my gown, y'all, because I'm getting sleepy. I'm just being real. You're going to have to share a man regardless. You are going to have to share a man regardless. It don't even matter. Okay? How I know? Because, bitch, I done been cheated on. And I done cheated with some people. So, shit. And I'm telling y'all right now, I'm just so numb to it now, y'all, because, like, you know? And that's why I be telling y'all, ladies, like, I keep telling y'all, you don't win with men. No matter what you say as a woman, they're always going to counteract it. If you go get a rich man, you're going to have to share. You go get a broke man, you're going to have to share. Ooh, y'all, my hips hurt. You know? That's why I be telling y'all. You a hoe if you give it up on the first date. You a hoe if you make him wait. You know? You a hoe if you say no. Because, well, you did it with him. Why you won't do it with me? You know? And if you do say no, then it could be a consequence, bitch. So you just never know. Period, sis. She said, I'd rather share the man with the money. LOL, you women got too much XP. Well, I'd rather be a woman with experience. You know? I personally rather be a woman. I'm glad that I get to know what different dick feel like. That way I can know when it's bullshit. That's why I don't want no shit. That's why I want no little dick. That's why men don't want y'all to have experiences, though. Because once you start having experiences, y'all, they don't want to compete with other men. That's what it be about. It's too much competition. It's too much competition out here already to get pussy. And then you think I want to compete. And because niggas be knowing, too. Like, I don't ever get mad. I be knowing that, like, I may not be a nigga favorite. Doesn't mean that we didn't have a good time. But I know for me, there's somebody that, like, nobody will ever beat. I got, like, my top 2. Nobody's seeing those top 2. Do you think that stops me from having interactions with other men? You know what I'm saying? Thinking about or being worried about, like, oh, well, he probably had other interactions with other women, so, I don't know. I'm glad that you had get you some fucking experience, nigga. Come up here with that boring ass shit so you'll stop asking bitches if you did a good job and shit. Ooh, y'all, I'm tired. I'm ready to take this wig off, baby. I gotta take my baby get his haircut tomorrow. Trying to get this waist trainer off. Ooh. Hold on, y'all. I'm tired. Come on. Ooh, child. I'm so damn tired, y'all. The same amount that your mama has, Zanius. However many kids your mama got out of wedlock, that's the same amount of kids I had. Matter of fact, I got 10 kids out of wedlock. I got 5 kids that live with their daddy. I got 2 kids that I put up for adoption. And then the other kids, I just see them. CPS got custody of them. Yeah. I listen, sis, I don't agree. I be telling you, y'all, listen, like, that's how you win out here. You just, well, really, y'all, you don't win. Like, ladies, like, you just gotta hope and pray that you do enough vetting with a man that you really just, and the only way, y'all, too, ladies, is it's gonna suck, but it's really more so the man that don't rush you, the man that doesn't rush you to have sex. That's how you know, right? To me, y'all, like, when you vetting men, it's always about the conversation, how he shows up, right? Those are the things that I be looking at. And a lot of men, because they just be overly freaked out, Hold on. But that's always what I look at, y'all. I'm always like, yeah, time always tells, right? And a lot of men, it's a little bit backwards, right? I feel like a lot of men would get, where the hell did my thing go? Oh, I moved it? Shit. I'm about to get ready to get in this bed, child. Matter of fact, let me cut this light off. Let me see what y'all talk about. You deserve a good dude that shows up and shows out. I know I do. Shit, all women do. Yes, vetting. Ooh, Cyanide said vetting makes broken men super mad. It does, because you know what? To a man that only wants to use you, vetting feels like rejection, right? So it bruises his ego, right? And so you should never feel bad, like, especially if a man, ghosts you in conversation or something like that, because it just means that he saw that he was not going to be able to get what he wanted, And the thing about it too, y'all, on the flip side, like, if more men would learn to be patient, they would get into more places, but they're not. And it's always just about ego. I gotta have it because in their head you gave it to somebody else. Weird shit, y'all. Y'all, we got about 10 more minutes on here then, y'all. I'm about to get ready to go to bed. I'm tired. Woman gotta have it now too. Gotta have what? Patience, but I don't know what you talking about there. LOL, patience, but I don't know what you talking about there. Yeah, no, y'all niggas don't know how to be patient. So y'all look for easy access. And I'm not gonna say that just because a woman give it to you means it's easy access, right? You just want the quickest access with the quickest outcome. And then be mad when some women do give you that outcome. That's what you were looking for. And then when you get the outcome that you're looking for, then you hate those women. Bye, MOC. I'll be here tomorrow. Y'all. Imagine being mad because you can't pay her. Who's mad about bills, Ganger? Nobody even cares about if y'all want to pay bills no more. Nobody cares. Don't pay bills. Don't. Nobody's forcing you to do it. Nobody cares. You don't want to pay a woman's bills? That's fine. Don't. There are plenty of women out here that do not want their bills paid. Me, on the other hand, though, y'all, I just can't see giving up nothing for free, y'all, because, you know, because I be feeling like if I was a man, I'd be such a trick. It would even be tricky. It really wouldn't even be tricking because I would make sure like a girl had like an experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna have a good time, shorty. I'm not just gonna come in here and fuck you and then send you on your way. Like this a motherfucking corn film. Broke ones don't deserve no kitty, girl. I know that's right, Dawn Diva. Listen, I ain't got nothing for them. I feel like giving niggas conversation be too much time. If you ask me, girl, I was like, I can't do this no more. Like, my DMs are closed. Honey, the phones are down. And I got two of them bitches. Do you understand what I'm saying, bitch? I don't want to talk to nobody else. Y'all starting to get on my nerves. You dealing with her roof. You provide, fine. Don't do that. What? Laugh my ass off. They won't put in no effort in, girl. Listen, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you, the more that you have standards, you know, men are gonna try to tell you that you shouldn't have standards. Like, oh, you just got to think about it. A lot of men just want to coerce you out of your body, right? So they're gonna try to tell you things so that you'll rethink it and be like, oh, maybe he is right. They don't think you should have standards at 40. They don't think you should have standards at 30. You know what happens when you don't have standards? You end up giving men access that you should not give access, right? So that's why they be trying to tell you, oh, you too old to have standards. Don't come around me, bitch, now with standards. You didn't make the last nigga have standards. See, that's just a plot that they've all picked up to try to convince women, like, well, just because I had a bad relationship does not mean I didn't have standards, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So what they're trying to say is like, okay, well, you didn't have standards with him. You can't have standards with me. Nigga, who made that rule up? Who the fuck made that shit up? You a motherfucking lie, nigga. I can do what the fuck I want to do. This is my body, my choice, bitch. Now you have the choice to where you don't have to wait for me. If you don't feel like you can wait, then you can move on to the next bitch. Because that's what you were going to do anyway. Whether I would have made you wait and that's how you know. That's how you be knowing who's who. You know, like niggas can't just hide their behavior forever. They can't hide it forever. They can't hide that representative shit. It's like a glitch. It's like a glitch. Yeah, Donziva, I've been dipping my pinky toe back out here in this dating pool. And my favorite thing to do, y'all, is conversations with no relations, right? So I was up here giving out my number. You know, I still want to kind of do the speed dating shit, y'all. But I let a couple of people shoot their shot. Had a few phone conversations, y'all. I'm like, okay, let's see let's see, because we always talking about dating and shit like that. So men would come up here and shoot their shot, and I think you have to be careful with online dating, y'all. Even the dating apps, because it just. The dating apps, y'all don't like dating apps. I would never tell y'all get no dating apps. I feel like that's where the psychos are. I feel like that's where the predators are. I feel like those are where the felons, the criminals. I feel like no tea, no shade. Like, and I know y'all, like, there's some high-end dating apps, but with this day and age, y'all, and AI and people stealing other men, y'all, listen. On those dating apps, I've met other men that stole another man's picture. Okay. Do you not know, y'all, that they have like prisoners that are stealing men's pictures from social media and then get on the dating apps? So if a man can ever FaceTime you, I'm quick to FaceTime, right? Like I'm quick to like let's do a FaceTime. Cause I want to see you right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I be letting a nigga see me without my makeup. I don't give a fuck about all of that, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause we gotta FaceTime. Especially if I meet you offline. I mean online, I meet you from TikTok or Instagram or some shit. No, nigga, you gotta FaceTime me now. We're not waiting to do shit. You understand? I'm not waiting to FaceTime a man, girl. To be a whole ass catfish. But yes, I'm telling y'all, girl, I done had yes. Like men, like that's what they be doing. Not all, but like men have catfished on that dating app. Yes, girl. That's why I'm be on them dating apps. Girl. I feel like the dating apps are so dangerous, right? Now, TikTok, Instagram. Am I saying that y'all you can't meet people from online? No. But what I'm saying is more than likely, if you're meeting a dude from these apps, they just have like a crush on you. It just be like a fetish for you. It don't be that they really be liking you because they like you or some shit like that. Like, girl, and men are so. I've had men come in here and talk shit to me and then try to shoot they shot at me, and I'm like, that's hella backwards. That's hella backwards. Because if you liked me initially, you wouldn't have treated me like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't have never treated me like that. And so I think that what you're trying to do is that you're trying to see where my self-esteem is at. Sounds to me like that's what you're trying to do, sir. You're trying to see where my self-esteem is at. And you want to see where my head is at. And you want to see, am I the same girl I am on this app, off this app when you're talking to me, right? Okay? And then they get real bored real fast when they find out, like, oh, well, she's not sending any news. She's not talking about, freaky shit. Well, I thought this was going to be. No, I think you thought wrong, right? You heard me talking about my experience with one nigga. One. I didn't say that I was going to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all heard me talk about some shit with one nigga, and that does not apply for all of y'all. Shout out to him, though. I miss his legs, too. Damn. Cold-blooded. Y'all, that shit was never gonna work. That shit was never gonna work though, y'all. But it was fun as fuck. I'm like, ooh, definitely in my top two. Definitely in my top two. I'm just saying, y'all, listen, it wasn't even nothing physical, right? You know what I'm saying, y'all? Sometimes you just be meeting people and just like, and it always happens like that. I feel like when you do meet people, like, listen, it either goes like this. Either I end up liking a guy more than he likes me, or a guy ends up liking me than I like him, right? And when it's not mutual, it's just very hard to, like, try to keep something there, right? Like, And so, but yeah, y'all, I miss my little shit. I miss him. I sure miss talking to him. It's like, but y'all, but listen, ain't nothing I could do. Ain't nothing I can do. That ain't some shit that was even supposed to happen. So I know, y'all. I know. But listen, y'all, that's why them situationships, that's why they be so hard, though, to get over. Because it was never supposed to happen anyway, right? And because you feel so comfortable with the person, and I know people are like, well, how do you feel comfortable with somebody you don't know? You don't. That's the illusion, right? But because y'all have an understanding of what's happening, it's no pressure for you to try to be something that you're not. I don't have to show up as my representative if I already know what we're doing. If I know that this is going to be short-lived, then I can just come up here and, like, full on just be myself and let that shit out. You understand what I'm saying? And then you don't be wanting to lose it. And it be the feeling. It be the feeling, y'all. It's never really the person. It's the feeling that they make you feel. That's what you be addicted to in a situationship. You don't be addicted to the person. You know what I'm saying? You be addicted to how they make you feel. You be like, damn, I don't want this shit to stop. No, God didn't put no damn situationship in my life. He sure ain't do that. God ain't put no damn situationship in my motherfucking life, y'all. She said, I do not miss nobody right now. What's wrong with me? It be hard though, sis. I be missing. Listen, Because I don't be doing shit often, y'all. So, and listen, chat, we all agreed that, like, A virtual body is not a body because it's nothing that y'all can do. It's not like catching the body is not catching the body until y'all physically do something, right? So if we're not doing anything physically, then I don't really look at that as catching the body. If I just sent you some little news or some shit like that, maybe we did a little FaceTime. All right, shit got a little spicy, but that's it. It don't mean it don't mean that like we fucked or like we're fucking. Like nah, that's not even close. So that's not a virtual body. It's not a spiritual body. It's not a body. It's probably corn, but it's not a body. It's not a body if we're not doing anything. Just listen. Just because we have a FaceTime and it get a little freaky, that do not mean that you caught a body at all. Me and the chat already agreed on that one. We was like, yeah, no. Thank you. Somebody said news are not a body. Exactly. Okay, news are new. It might be a little bit. It might be some content, a little bit corn. Yeah, y'all. She say I'm dead if he think there's something I think. I'm trying to tell you, cause who? I shit. That wasn't no motherfucking body. As long as a nigga ain't hit, that's not a motherfucking body. I don't give a damn what they talking about. That ain't no fucking body. Okay? If I send you some news, if we do a little flirty on the FaceTime or some shit like that, that is not catching a body. He said, the fuck you mean a virtual body? We're talking about y'all. Y'all know y'all be doing shit on FaceTime. Y'all know y'all be doing shit over this goddamn phone. Okay? Ghost, what is wrong with you? Neck not a body as well. No, it's not a body. Just because you doing shit. That's like if you do shit. It's like doing shit over the fucking web. It's not a fucking body. It's not a body. It's not a fucking body. It's not a virtual body because nobody has a virtual body count. Nah, they can't count that, sis. They want to count that shit so bad. That's what, see, niggas be mad because they not getting experiences out of here. That's all that shit be about. Because I'm like, you got to listen. That shit don't count. I don't care what they say, girl. I'm not listening to them. It's only a body when y'all actually physically have intercourse. It is not a body if y'all are exchanging news or if y'all do something over FaceTime. It's just not a fucking body. It's not. Okay? Shit might have got spicy, but that's not a fucking body. He says your name Netflix because I can watch you for hours. Y'all are crazy. But anyway, y'all. Yeah. I hate that chapstick be running like that. 10 toes in respect. Listen, again, the only way that it's catching a body is if something goes inside you and you put something inside of a woman. If y'all physically have intercourse, then that is, yes, that is having smacks. But if y'all are sending news to each other or y'all decide to do some shit with each other over FaceTime, that is not a body. That is not a body at all. Okay? That's just shit. Two motherfuckers doing some freaky shit over the phone. That ain't catching no damn body. Why would I count that as a body if I didn't have smacks with that person? Listen. It's not the same thing. It doesn't count as a body. She said, I don't know you so hard. I'm trying to tell you. Because listen, because when it's virtual, you can block a nigga so fast. I don't have to see you ever again in life. Especially over some virtual shit. Bitch. Girl, that shit do not count. Bitch, that shit off your motherfucking... It's not even on your record. Because that's like a soft inquiry. Okay? It's not a hard pull. Like a fucking credit report. Bitch, that's a motherfucking soft inquiry. That didn't do shit to my motherfucking credit report. That shit don't even fucking count. They don't even know. Real men never ask because we already assume it's 50 plus. We know. Are we all collective ovulate or something? I don't know, Calendula. Calendula. Yeah, shit. Matter of fact, is I think it is around that time. I'm telling you right now. Got me listening to something high all this time. Now I see why you be feeling yourself. Ghost baby, listen. You been in here this whole motherfucking entire fucking time. You could have been left. You could have been left. Just say you like this shit. Just say your ass is vibing. Clip my shit. You know what? Y'all should be clipping my shit. And then that way y'all can post my shit. And y'all can make my shit go viral. Ain't that what they be fucking doing? Yeah, clip my shit. Clip all that shit that I be saying. So y'all can put it in the motherfucking stream. Don't worry, y'all. I'm about to be on Kick next. As soon as I get my little views up on Kick. What? You came to me, that's a hat. What? The fuck? Oh, okay. Baby, these comments, y'all. Okay, I really got 7 minutes, y'all. Then I'm about to go. Jelati, what kind of man, if you as a man, what kind of advice are you trying to give me? What advice could a man give me? What advice could a man give me? Who is this? Jelati. I can't stand when y'all be writing that young nigga shit. I don't understand that. What is that? You came to me. That's a hat. I don't know what the fuck that means. Smart women do not. Girl, I do not listen to men. I do not listen to men. I do not listen to men because if you listen to men, like the only shit that I be listening to men about is the shit that they be saying about women, but then I process it not in a way that like I use it to demean myself. I really decipher what men are really trying to say, right? And then when you look at it, y'all, and I figured it out, and I was like, damn, like a lot of men whole premise and basis about who they think they are as a man is based around their dicks. That's just what they value. But they hate women that they claim that they say that they hate 304s, right? They say that they hate women that give it up too soon. But if those women were not sleeping with you, who else would you be sleeping with? They act like they don't understand that. So then the men that are not having the experiences that they want with women, those are the men that try to shun women and call them hoes and try to tell other men, don't date, don't be with a hoe, don't be with this. But when you start to look at the men that have that rhetoric, you can tell, like, you can just look at them and just tell, like, they don't have access to women like that. So they're pandering to men that maybe feel the same way that they do, right? Mm-hmm. The goat, that's fine. You don't have to cuff a 304. I mean, but why would you want to marry? Like, why does your wife have to settle for a slut? Like, you niggas get ran through. You have all these freaky ass experiences and it's still never enough for you. Then y'all will go settle down with a woman that doesn't, because y'all want a woman with no body count, but she's supposed to settle for a man that has been used up and ran through, that has no dick discipline, because the only thing that man really values is his dick and the size of it. And half the time, y'all shit don't be big. It be average size. We know niggas having big dicks is like a phenomenal, right? Okay? That shit don't be natural. Okay? So, why your wife gotta settle for a slut? What's average size? What? Shit, probably 3 to 4 inches. Because it damn sure ain't 6. Nigga alright if he at least got 6. You doing alright, you got 6. And you pulling between 7 and 9? 6, 7. But nah, a good 7 to 9, yeah. Anything above that, nigga, you a fucking monster. Okay? Unhand me, you fucking villain. But a good 7 to 9, chef's motherfucking kiss, nigga. Ooh, chef's kiss. Chef's motherfucking God bless you. Okay? God must have really loved you because he knew. And it's usually in the short men, bitch. That's why I don't be opposed to short niggas. I'm telling you right now, bitch, I don't be judging short men. I ain't gonna never judge no short men. Because I tell you what. Because listen. Because I be feeling like, y'all, it's rare to get like a tall man, big dick, and he fine. Have I had that before? Guess, y'all, I didn't hit the alley-oop. I didn't hit the 3 out of 3. All right? Lord. Thought I was going to go crazy, y'all. Because I'm like, 3 out of 3. Bitch, you winning. Okay? But sometimes, most time, y'all, you're going to get 2 out of 3. Right? And if I can get 2 out of 3, y'all, I don't, it's got to be a BD. And he got to have some money. I'm not negotiating on those things, y'all. I'm not negotiating on my pleasure. And I'm not negotiating on no goddamn finances. Because niggas want me to be thin. They want me to be in shape. I got to look a certain way. I got to do all this other shit. So if I can't negotiate, if I got to get in the gym, if I gotta do all this other shit, you understand what I'm saying? Then I'm not negotiating on the shit that I want either. You can't come up here with no motherfucking 3 to 4 inches. What the fuck I'm gonna do? I'll never be happy, nigga. I'ma always cheat on you. I'ma always cheat, nigga. 3 to 4. Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. Call me a hoe. I'll just be a hoe. Because that's what happens when you get to see what other dick is like out here. Some of them big, some of them small, some of them skinny. Some of them short. Some of them is micros. And I have learned that at this age, a rich nigga, big nigga, that's my type. That's my type, nigga. That's my type. 8-inch pipe, I'ma run a dick all night. I know when Sweetie said it. I mean, girth, listen. 7 inches and some girth, I can work with that. You understand what I'm saying? 7 inches and some girth. Because it's really more so about the girth than length and girth matter. I'm not even going to hold. It's length and girth. It ain't one of the other, right? Like men, like, nah, y'all don't get to have that grace. You don't get to have one of the other. It's both. I'm going to be so honest with you. It's both. Somebody said both of them. I'm trying to tell you. Live. See, and this is a debate we was having earlier, girl, because I was like, listen, as a woman, as a 40-year-old woman, I don't want to wait. You got a 90-day trial, but I really and in those 90 days, I would hate to make it official and then see a nigga shit and then be disappointed. So I feel like somewhere within them 90 days, nigga, we gonna have to have that spicy conversation. I'ma have to see it before I ride that shit. I'ma have to see it before I try that shit. I'ma have to. Because, yo, I would be so heated. I would be so heated. Like, you know what I'm saying, y'all? Because, men be like, oh, well, y'all got hallways. Y'all shit be loose. No, nigga. I know my shit. No. Nah. You ain't gonna never make me believe that shit. But I don't know, y'all. Because in 90 days, that would be a deal breaker. I'm for real, y'all. That would be a deal breaker for me. That would be a deal breaker. A man ain't even got to be, you could be like men do us, right? I'll put it like men do us. Listen, you could be a 4 or 5 as a man. But if you got a big and some money, I'm going to override all that shit for you. Cause that money and that thing gonna make up for it. Cause that's what y'all value anyway. Okay? So you don't even have to be like a very attractive man for me to want to love you and be with you. But you can't come up short in 2 areas. Now, in return, I'm willing to go get in the gym. I'm willing to lose weight. Okay? Because I understand men got a preference too. I understand. I'm not mad at it. Okay? I understand that in some of this game, there's a little wiggle room where the double standards kind of meet at the table and they have a conversation and they sit down and they come to an agreement. But most of the double standards are, either my way or the highway. But for this one, I'm gonna give you some wiggle room. I'm gonna give you some negotiating room here. Cause just cause your thing big, I might shut up. I might want to cook a little bit more food for you. I, you know what, babe? I actually don't have an attitude today. What you said, honey? Okay, I'll take care of it. I got you, baby. I love you. You know? Mm-hmm. But if I gotta settle for some little shit, and I don't know, ladies, okay, let me ask y'all that. Would y'all rather have a fine man with a little dick and money, or would you rather have an ugly man with a big dick and money? I'm going for the ugly man with the big dick and money. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I wouldn't give a damn how fine that man was. If that shit is little, bitch, I'm out. I'm out. Somebody said the second one. Bitch, I'd rather have the big dick and an ugly nigga, bitch. I swear to you not. Swear to you not, bitch. With some money too? Oh, girl, that's a dream. That's a dream. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what because I'm telling y'all, because that body part and that money gonna make me overlook everything. And I'm gonna end up loving you anyway. I'm gonna end up loving you anyway, cause you so, I'm telling y'all, this is my last relationship. You know, I don't want to call nobody ugly, y'all, because we all ugly or attractive to somebody. But I'm just saying, no, y'all. That last man I was dealing with wasn't the most attractive, you know? But he made up for it in other areas. And I was okay with those odds. I was okay with that. I was like, oh, yeah, we can definitely make this shit work. How much he have to make? At least the same amount as me, y'all. What do you mean, Jelani? You just said women gotta pick the average man. I just said I'll go for the ugly nigga with a big dick and some money. What is wrong with that? You're not getting 3 out of 3 as a woman. Cause just cause a nigga dick little do not mean that he's loyal. Does not mean that he's faithful. A little dick nigga do not mean that that nigga is faithful to you. They don't, like, what the fuck do they guarantee? There are women that like different sizes, different shapes, different lengths, different girths. Every woman does not want somebody that is well endowed. That doesn't work for every woman. Some women find that to be very painful and uncomfortable. Every woman don't want that. I be telling y'all, for me, I know, look, me as J. Monroe, I'm telling you, I know what I want. Exactly, Dream. Calendula. Yeah, I like that name. Exactly. See what I'm saying? They get mad at anything that you choose. Anything. Shampoo, you always in here. Shit, it might be deep like a deep dish pizza. I like pan pizza at Domino's. Me personally, I like that deep dish motherfucking pizza. I like all that sauce. I like how the cheese. I like how the fucking, when you get a pan pizza from Domino's instead of the regular shit, I like how it be having that extra layer of fluffy crust because that shit deep. You understand what I'm saying? They even got a special box for it because that shit deep. Period, pretty Taz. She said, I want to run a little bit. You understand? Girl. Because listen, I remember, y'all, I was 17 and he was 26. And that was my first experience, y'all. You know, well, I can't really say he was a relationship, but, you know, y'all, we were still together on and off for like 4 years, right? But that was my first experience of a situationship, y'all. And it was a long time. And that man, y'all, I was 17 and he was 26. And I experienced that BBC. I ain't been the same since. Once you get one, you know, it be hard, bitch. It be hard to, like, you know, you be kind of disappointed, right? And you be liking people for people. So, you know, and women be giving men a lot of grace. Because a lot of times, like, no, you are not the best. Maybe I'm not the best, you know, punani that you done had, but you are definitely not the best dick I done had, nigga. Shit. Girl, that shit been what, 20 something years ago, bitch? 23 years ago, and I'm still reminiscing about that shit. Child. Woo! Child. They don't, I'm trying to tell y'all, that shit be, I'm over here having fucking flashbacks and shit, y'all, cause shit, bitch. You know, and finding a horse is rare. I'm telling y'all, I'm not, because that was never mine to begin with, y'all. That was a situationship. I thought it was a relationship, but that I was very young, and I just, y'all, I used to be in love with that man. I had a crush on him for a long time. So imagine getting to smash your crush. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? And I was 17, y'all. Very, oh Lord, I was going for that man. And just, yeah, I had a crush on him for a long, long, long time. So it was like a dream come true. Like when I started fucking with him, I could not believe it. I wrote a book about it, y'all. That's why shit. That's why they booking that damn TikTok shop. Oh Lord, y'all, I'm telling y'all, that man had me gone. That man could have asked me how to jump, and I would have said how motherfucking high. That's how gone that man had me. But I was young though, y'all. I didn't know the game back then. I didn't know the game, you know. And I thought, y'all, because I was young and he was teaching me, and he was an older man, and he was showing me all these things. I thought that was like building a bond in a relationship through smacks, right? So, you know, after about 4 years, though, y'all, of like doing this shit, I just realized that, like, okay, he's never going to be with me, right? Like, we're never going to be in a relationship. And I'm too scared to ask him because of the nature of our relationship outside of the shit that we're doing. So I'm too insecure and too scared to ask him, but I don't want to stop fucking him. That's just what it was. So it went on for a while until I had enough, like, you know. And that's the only nigga on my soul that got me blocked on his social media, y'all. That is the only nigga in my life that has ever blocked me on social media. Now, that nigga dick was like, you goddamn right, that shit was so good, I wrote a motherfucking book about it. Shit. Fuck, sure the fuck did. The book ain't just about him, y'all, but he is definitely in that motherfucking book. Shit. Woo. Y'all, I know 17 and 26 is mad crazy, y'all. Mad crazy. You know? I wish I knew then what I knew now. And then after that, y'all, it was my son's father. So that was 24. And he was 24. No, I was 24. He was 34. Okay? And we were together for about 2 years. And then after that, y'all, I had one more relationship. And I was 27. He was 56. So I've been in like 3... you know, I guess like one situationship, y'all, and 2 like serious relationships. But, you know, so, and in between that, y'all, like, you know, I had dibbled and dabbled here and there, but what you say, Divine? That's why he blocked me. That nigga might have blocked me for that, y'all. I don't know. That nigga got me blocked, y'all. I am blocked. But his family still fuck with me to this day. So it don't matter. It don't even matter, nigga. Cause that nigga family still love me to this day. So I don't be caring shit, nigga. You ain't never shit. You ain't gotta see me on. That's that BBC power though, for real, y'all. And that man was fine. He was tall. Who, y'all? Popular ass nigga in the city, y'all. So, you know, bitch, at 17, my little insecure ass bitch, I just, you know, y'all listen, I was getting good dick. I was young. This nigga showing me all kind of shit to do. This nigga lit. He got money. Big dick. I'm just happy to be here, bitch. I'm not thinking about nothing else, bitch. I am happy to fucking be here. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, bitch? I got caught up big time, y'all. But I didn't realize that, like, it was feeding my ego, y'all, because for one, I was very insecure back then. And I just had, like, imagine y'all, like, have y'all ever really gotten to fuck on somebody that you really been crushing on for a moment? I don't know if y'all have ever gotten to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying, y'all? So mix that in with being a younger girl, an older man. This is my crush. This is like a dream come true. So this is like solidifying for me that I am that bitch, not understanding that that was not what was happening at all, right? But in my young mind, to me, I'm like, oh, bitch, you must be that bitch. Like, you got this, you fucking this nigga, bitch. You do it. No, wasn't even like that. Wasn't even like that, shorty. Nigga played you at your pussy at a young age. And because I definitely didn't have any game. I definitely didn't know the game back then, y'all. So I am not gonna, like, shit, hold myself accountable and be like, oh, I should have knew better. I know better now. You understand what I'm saying? And I think, y'all, it was so disappointing because the relationship of the person to me. So I just kind of felt like that it was going to be more than that. This wasn't a stranger. This wasn't a strange nigga that I was fucking. Like, you know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, this was somebody that I had been knowing for quite some time. Just happened to have a crush on them for a very long time. And then the shit popped off. And it popped off for a while. Right? So, you know... And that's what it was too, girl. Yeah, I was definitely doing shit behind this baby mama back. It was just a lot, sis. It was a lot. It was just too much for a young 17 going into 18-year-old girl to be doing. Shampoo said, "Don't blame yourself. No amount can beat the BBC game." I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that nigga had me gone. Ruby said, I can relate, girl. And I'm telling you, and I really thought I was in love with that man, y'all. I thought at that very time, I really thought that what we were doing was love because I'm like, he's showing me all this shit. This is somebody I've been wanting to be with. So I'm just trying to hold it out. Like, okay, like, I just want to show him that I'm down for him. Like, like, be there when he need me to and all this other shit. Fuck him when he want me to. Because I'm thinking that that's the shit that keep a man and turn a man on, and it don't. It just don't. You know what I'm saying? Nothing keeps a man that does not want to be kept. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how good you think you do it to them. If you do it the way they want you to do it to them, or you know what I'm saying, y'all. None of that matters. None of that matters, girl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody said there's your answer: manipulation, power, and insecure. Yup. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Kelly, he had a whole baby mama, you know. But yeah, y'all. So when I look back on my relationships, men are always like, y'all just have all these experiences. Oh, you're just ran through. Oh, it's just the men that you choose. And I'm like, well, I've really only, messed with like one super drug dealer in my life. The rest of the two men that I dated, like one was a veteran and the other one is a welder. So I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. She said men need weakness of others to define their superiority. Uh-huh. Yeah, Calendula, the stringing along, but you know why? Because I let him know. Because I was too scared, girl. Like, I used to, like, deep in my heart, I knew, like, what I was doing just didn't felt right. And it just became a point where I was like, this nigga do not care about you, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? But my feelings were so gone for him. Like I was like so gone in the head. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I would just used to be scared to ask him, like, when are we gonna be together or what are we? Because I really didn't want to hear him tell me no. I really didn't want to hear whatever answer that he had, right? And again, because of the nature of the relationship of that person, I knew that realistically that we weren't ever going to be together. Because how do you explain to your family why you're fucking on this person? You know what I'm saying? And there's this age difference. Like, that's the first thing. Because, like, well, how long you been? It just would have been a lot of shit, right? Like, it was just somebody that I knew. And yeah, that shit was hard. But that was my first real heartbreak, because I used to pray to God for me to stop feeling the way that I felt about that nigga, y'all. Like, that's how bad it was, right? Like, I used to pray to God, like, please help me to stay away from this man, stay off of him. Like, I know what I'm doing is not right. It don't feel good no more. But I was just so emotionally gone. That dick was too good. The fantasy was too good, and I didn't want to stop. I just did not want to stop. Shaisa said, end up ignoring your boundaries and discomfort. No matter how strong you are, you will be a victim. Absolutely. Yeah. And yes, Livs, you said they prey on young girls, not naivety. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but that's, I mean, shit. I still be thinking about this shit to the day. And I know why he blocked me, y'all. Like, I feel like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that nigga know. You shouldn't have been your age messing with no motherfucking 17-year-old, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know? But, and I thought that that was love, y'all. This why we gotta save. No, you gotta save us from other men, nigga. Jay, after what you survived, should BBC come with a warning like cigarettes? I'm addicted to it now. He turned me out. Let me get a restriction for y'all. Hold on, let me see. Probably got that smoke. Yeah, y'all, I'm about to go to bed. I keep talking about 10 more minutes. Bricky, what are you talking about? And who the fuck is calling? Y'all be so weird. Somebody say dickmatized. How did I manage to not get pregnant? Because that nigga was not nothing to me. He was very careful not to do that. And if you go read the book, I actually talk about having an abortion as well. So, couldn't let that shit come out, y'all. That shit was too close to home. I could not have that nigga baby. I would have never been able to live that shit down, y'all. Girl, exactly. If I ever say what I want to say, you probably block me. And no, I don't want that. I like your voice. What are you talking about? What be wrong with y'all? Because y'all never going to come up. Well, y'all can't come up in the box today anyway. Unless, I don't know, unless y'all try to co-host. That's the only way that you can come up. And I don't know, y'all. When it come to co-hosting, y'all, like, it's got people on here that I can invite, but I don't know these fucking people except for like the top 3 co-hosts with creators. I'm like, I don't know, y'all. Okay, y'all, but listen, I gotta get to bed for real, y'all. I gotta wash off this makeup, this wig gotta come off. We'll be live again, y'all, tomorrow. Or maybe not tomorrow, y'all. Probably Saturday night, maybe. Maybe Saturday night, y'all. Because tomorrow, y'all, I really need to. I'm trying to figure out this content shit, y'all. Trying to figure out this content shit. Enlighten you on this representative idea. What do you mean? Y'all, I gotta go. I'm tired, y'all. Y'all see them lashes about to come off, honey. I'm tired. But I'll catch y'all later. It's almost 2 o'clock here. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night and take care. Bye.